As if people are trying to ruin my life. I don't know why this keeps on happening. The only thing I can think of is the Windows update that I did a few days ago. It's the only thing that changed.
Okay, faster.
God, I wish Streamlabs would stop stopping the stream even though my internet is still connected. So annoying. Also, the bug where if I tab out, I can close the game, still open. So annoying. Wish Genshin would fix this shit. Kind of want to see what the feedback was on the post, but it's, at the same time, it's just gonna kick me from Genshin and I have to relog the game. So we'll see what their response is, if any response. Again, dear adventure, we're sorry for the inconvenience. We suggest you need to try different adjustments on in-game graphic settings in order to enhance performance. Please follow the steps below. Call Palma's menu, Go to settings, go to graphics, adjust / reduce the graphics quality. Can be done by tapping the drop down menu down. Graphics quality, change FPS. FPS to 30. Quit the game, log out, and relog in. Kindly be informed that we have also promptly escalated your concerns to the related team. Keep an eye on the issue. Hopefully should be handled as soon as possible. Thank you for your understanding and patience. If you have any other concerns, please feel welcome to contact us whenever you need. Have a wonderful day. To that. Their option for fixing it is reduce the graphics. Wonderful. Until 6. We'll try doing that. Hopefully that fixes it. Capped to 30 FPS. Good lord. Hello Zero PH Gaming. How are you doing? Thank you. so we capped at 30 FPS. Hopefully they fix it sooner than later.
There's no end to this.
By royal decree, let's light it up!
Looks like I'm back in the PlayStation era.
There's no end to this.
Yeah, I'm saving my Primogems for Yoimiya since I have Ayaka already.
That's gonna hurt in the morning. By royal decree.
This will do.
Goes.
I meant to dodge that. Oh my god.
Venture time.
It's a lucky day. You know a thing or two. Say no more. To the berry.
I'm not sure about
Business.
Let's light it up!
2.1.
My blade.
Time to go! Nice.
To the berry. It's my lucky day.
I was just about to dig.
My blade.
On for VLT!
I know a thing or two. No.
the barrier. And because Mihayo is evil like that, I know how to climb those damn mountains. Or not. Or not. You don't even need the barrier. I know that's an archway, but oh wait, I think I know where it is. Is it from Lumini? Or Umai? So that's what it's called? Umai? Sweet. Yeah, that was the last secret area. Would be cool if there was more, but oh well.
Echoing in outer space. Maybe we can find some grace.
Well, since we're here,
High above the atmosphere.
let's start off with these robots.
Lights glow and disappear. There's a million suns shining for us on the other side. On the other side. There's a million suns shining for us on the other side. On the other side.
Everybody stand back! Off we go!
As you wish, mate Fräulein.
warm bird egg. That's just weird.
Blossoms of the sacred Supreme.
Hold me close and you say you'll never run away.
136.
Now we've gone insane. But what we have is the one spent a lifetime searching for. 'Cause with you I feel amazed, I've never felt before. Why would I be so ashamed from what we're fighting for? Standing right at the gates, wanting to stairway to heaven. I'm yours truly, 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 baby, truly. Baby, I'm in love. Can you feel the rush? I'm yours truly, 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 baby, truly.
By royal decree. Higher, higher, hands up higher. Transgression.
Now I jumped into it.
On, reveal.
Hold me close and you say you'll never run away.
Thank you for dying.
Now we've gone insane. But what we have is the one spent a lifetime searching for.
Let's light it up. Adventure time. By royal decree. God's over.
Why did I think that was?
Hold me close and you say you'll never run away. You think that love is a game, now we've gone insane. But what we have is the one spent a lifetime searching for.
Off we go. Everybody stand back. On, reveal.
There she is.
The insolent shall be punished.
Let's light it up by royal decree. Time to go. This body. Go.
Wheel of life.
Don't need Bell Thunder.
On for real lifestyle.
Midnight Thunder.
I hate these notes. Oh, damn. No! Ah, she reset. Fucker. Oh my god.
By royal decree.
There we go.
Let's light it up. Teamwork is dreamwork. Midnight Phantasmagoria. Nice.
That was a journey. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, I hate these notes. Reading story I've read thousands of times before. Unnecessary. I love this song.
With the wind.
Really? Oh my god.
Adventure time. Off we go. I summon. Time to go. Go.
Miscalculated.
Adventure time. Everybody stand back. On, reveal thy out of my Winter, shall we quit?
Um, thought I'd put a lot more knuckles in here, but apparently hasn't regrown. Or I was in the wrong area. I believe over here was a crystal mirror. But it doesn't look for that respawn either. Except for the one right there. here for Genshin. Yeah.
Tonight the stars are dazzling and the moon majestic. It must be a special day. But just what day could it be? I know, it's your birthday. It really is a great day.
Happy birthday. Best of luck in the year ahead. Don't worry, bad luck isn't contagious. As long as I'm around, it'll be drawn to me and not you, so you're safe.
Well, if today is truly the anniversary of your birth, it shan't do for me not to mark the occasion. You have my full attention. Speak. Speak to me of your wishes, that which you most desire to fulfill during your fleeting and harsh existence in this wretched world. Whatever that wish may be, even if perchance...
She means happy birthday, and if you want, she can...
Silence, Oz. Many happy returns. Here is a bag of herbal medicine for you. You must be very surprised that I remembered. Let me explain. Last time you told me, I wrote her birthday down on a piece of paper. If I look at something once a day, it eventually goes into my long-term memory, and it will stay there forever.
Today is a day worth celebrating. If you must ask why, well, let me remind you that today is when you, the one who is blessed by the wind, came into the world. Since this is your birthday, I'll allow you to take it easy. Happy birthday to you. Please forgive my presumptuousness. I hope this gift is to your liking.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear traveler. Happy birthday to you. You're older than me, right? That means you've had way more birthdays than me. I'm so jealous.
Klee's birthday message might be the most generic, but it's cute at the same time.
On the anniversary of your birth, please accept this gift of a flower made of ice crystals. I carved it myself. If you ever encounter an evil spirit, cast this to ward it. The spell I have cast upon it will immediately come into effect and hopefully get you out alive. Also, happy birthday.
Come, board my ship. I've gathered the crew, the food and drink are all prepared. Today is your birthday, so you are the captain. So, where should we set sail? Here, take this amulet. It will bring you good luck. It's my birthday gift to you. I spent a long time making it, so don't lose it now.
Here you go. This is the gift I got you for your birthday, along with my exclusive autograph. When my next song comes out, I'll sure you're the first one to hear it. Happy birthday.
Hey, happy birthday! Here, I have a gift for you. An exclusive, custom-made version of Bear and Bunny that I sewed for you myself. Don't worry. Custom-made means that it won't explode.
Kainria, huh? You sure know a lot. The legacy of Kainria is long gone. The sinners are all that's left, and they're not worth mentioning. Today is a day worth celebrating. I hope this day can bring you true happiness.
Happy birthday. I've been running experiments for months, and finally I can give you this potion. It will allow you to relive your most beautiful memories of the past year. I call it Bio Potion number 3916. Huh? No, not 3196. It's 3916.
Why does 3196 sound familiar?
Ah, there you are! Come with me! I prepared a birthday feast all for you! No, really, I insist! Which dish is your favorite? It's okay, take your time. Try them all first, then let me know.
Come with me. We're not going far away. I promise it won't delay you too much. I managed to find out when your birthday was well in advance, so I could prepare in good time. Hopefully this wasn't assuming too much, but I guessed you might prefer this to an expensive gift. In honor of your birthday, please allow me to perform a fan dance for you.
Cool. I should not have done that.
I spend all my days handling the most trivial of matters, but so long as it helps you in your adventure, or makes your life easier in some small way, I couldn't be happier. That's because each time I get a thank you, it makes me feel like my work at least has some meaning, no matter how insignificant it seems. Since you're always so busy adventuring, there must be so many little things you never get round to, surely. Well, you need not worry about them adding up, because today, I'm all yours. Your exclusive maid for the entire day. Just leave it all to me. Also, I'd like to take this opportunity to wish you a very happy birthday.
May this day of your birth be filled with much mirth. According to historical records, Tiancheng Stone Bridge was formed by a fallen rock spear thrown by the Geo Archon Morax in battle. If you walk along the bridge on your birthday and throw some more into the sea from both sides, you will be blessed in the coming year. Your birthday only comes once a year, so be quick about it if you want to go. I'm not kidding, it's true. Go try it and you'll see.
Today is your day. You were born on this day many moons ago. I want to make you happy today. Can we eat meat together?
This is one of Lyra's finest brocades, woven from silk flowers. You can use it to have some clothing made and have a happy birthday.
Happy birthday, comrade. Anyone you need knocked off their perch today? Let me know. I'll happily oblige.
Is it too much to ask for a child to beat himself up?
Today's your birthday, so if you have any dirty work that needs taking care of,
messages. Double meaning, I guess.
Why should I tell you? Oh, since you won't stop asking, and since we're friends, I'll tell you. One time, my daddy went missing on a hunt in a big storm. All I could think of was finding him, saving him. That's it. Are you happy now? Don't make me angry. I'm pretty tolerant, but don't even try to mess with me. I'm warning you. I bite when I get angry. But maybe I'd let you off easy. No bites.
Cool.
Here you go. Fried fish with my special sauce. Relax, I didn't add anything strange. My cooking is actually really good when I want it to be. Stop talking and try it already. That's better. Oh, and happy birthday!
Seems so soon about it.
Happy birthday! Here, this is for you. I've collated legislation from all the nations. You're planning to go traveling, right? It will serve you well to familiarize yourself with the laws of the different lands. Don't study too hard, mind you, or else I won't be of any use to you.
Aw.
Happy birthday! I made some embroidery especially for you. Check it out! I sewed both our images on in the style of Fontaine's dolls. It's pretty cute, huh? Why are you looking at me like that? What? It's not that weird that I can do embroidery.
Actually, it kind of is. Chongyun also fine. I don't have any fire, or I would use you. If I, by some miracle, get a spear prototype tomorrow, I will gladly level it up tonight. But until then, be execution for now.
Hello? And welcome to my channel, I Want to Lose Gaming. Lately, I've seen a lot of drama surrounding the upcoming character, Yoimiya. Tons of people have been calling her the worst 5-star DPS character in the game. Here's my take on the Yoimiya situation, and also 5 things to consider for her upcoming release. Before diving into the points I want to make in this video, if you are a waifu over meta player and you just like Yoimiya, you're gonna pull for her regardless. Ayaka, who's that? Kokomi, who cares about Aqua from Konosuba? You're gonna pull Yoimiya and nothing can stop you, not even Raiden Shogun's Eternity. But for those that are more on the fence about Yoimiya or are just interested in a discussion on this topic, then this is the video for you. Also, it goes without saying, but please take everything in this video with a giant pile of salt. Yoimiya has not been released yet, and this is just my analysis of her prior to her release. Let's start off with the expectations that have been set for Yoimiya. Yoimiya comes after the release of other meta-defining DPS characters like Ganyu, Xiao, Hu Tao, Eula, and Ayaka, all of which are absolutely monstrous DPS characters, each excelling in different situations over the others. Ever since Ganyu, 5-star DPS character expectations have been sky high. Prior to Ganyu's release, many people kept calling Ganyu Cryo Amber and how she's just a support character. But much to their chagrin, Ganyu instead completely redefined what is expected from DPS characters, eclipsing the performance of every single character before her. Ever since 6 months ago, Ganyu is still, to this day, heralded as the best DPS character in the game. So what does Ganyu have to do with Yoimiya? Well, new 5-star featured DPS characters have always been compared to Ganyu. Now, they don't necessarily have to be as good as Ganyu, but at least they need to be in the same ballpark in order to deserve your hard-earned primogems. Ever since Ganyu's release, Xiao, Hu Tao, Eula, and Ayaka have all carved out their own niches, and this in itself is one issue with Yoimiya. Yoimiya has huge shoes to fill and sky-high expectations when compared to all of her predecessors. Now, I'm not going to go over all the details of her kit, because you're probably familiar with it. But to summarize, Yoimiya's role is that of an on-field normal attack single-target pyro DPS character during her elemental skills infusion window, with an on-field area of effect intermittently ticking elemental burst. Knowing her role as mainly an OFNASTPDCDHE character, or pyro DPS character for short, there's a lot of stuff to consider. Recently, the meta has shifted away from pyro DPS characters. In the past, there were a lot of cryo floors, cryo slimes, cryo monsters in both sides of the abyss. Nowadays, there are much fewer of these monsters, with only the first half of floor 11, where a pyro DPS is highly recommended. Given that in today's meta, we only need one pyro DPS character for the current abyss, and considering everyone got Xiangling for free, Yoimiya's role as a pyro DPS character is not as crucial as it would have been in prior patches. And by now, many of you probably have Diluc, Klee, or Hu Tao. And while Yoimiya does have her advantages when compared to them, at least for the foreseeable future, you're not going to need multiple pyro DPS characters like you did in the past. Yoimiya shares a lot of features with Hu Tao, both being 5-star featured DPS pyro characters with an infusion window and downtime. They are both single target focused with their auto attacks and have lingering pyro damage, Blood Blossoms for Hu Tao, and Yoimiya's Burst for Yoimiya. Let's start with some positivity and talk about Yoimiya's advantages over Hu Tao. First and foremost, I think the biggest advantage Yoimiya has is that she works flawlessly with Bennett. Bennett is overpowered, and while Hu Tao can use Bennett for some speedrunning or nuking combinations, Bennett is generally not recommended since he will almost always heal Hu Tao over 50% HP. Yoimiya, on the other hand, can mostly make full use of Bennett's kit. The added bonus of being ranged also means that Yoimiya has more flexibility to stay in Bennett's circle. The next advantage that Yoimiya has over Hu Tao is that she is fully Venti compatible. Although Venti is a very seasonal character that is dependent on monster composition, being compatible with Venti is never seen as a negative. Yoimiya's burst will make short work of things trapped inside of Venti's tornado, and Yoimiya's autos can hit anything trapped in the tornado as well. Hu Tao can hit things in Venti's tornado with her burst, but it can be awkward and it's also only a single attack. More off-field presence. Hu Tao's Blood Blossom is honestly largely unnoticeable. It's both single target and takes 4 seconds to trigger. While the damage it does isn't too shabby, it's rarely considered. Yoimiya's burst will linger in comparison and continue to do damage to enemies, even while she is off-field. Even though Yoimiya's burst has ICD issues, doesn't appear to snapshot, and does not have the largest AoE, it will be up to us, the players, to draw out the potential of this unique, sticky, off-field pyro damage burst. Now, unlike Hu Tao, Yoimiya also does not have the ramp-up time issues in the first chamber of an Abyss floor. Hu Tao's damage really takes a nosedive if she is over 50% HP, so either you have to use her E twice, or somehow intentionally take damage. Either one of those leads to wasted time. Yoimiya, on the other hand, can start doing her thing immediately right when the floor starts. Now, after all that, let's talk about Hu Tao's advantages. It can really just be summarized very simply. Hu Tao just does more damage, and for a DPS character that is generally considered more valuable, also Hu Tao has one of the best one-shot potentials in the entire game, by using her burst. Finally, Hu Tao can also vape all of her damage with Xingqiu. Yoimiya's pyro ICDs are a bit of a mess, and it appears to be impractical and nearly impossible for her to vape or melt the majority of her damage. Now let's dive into some theory crafting. In my opinion, from initial theory crafting, I believe Yoimiya's DPS will be usable. I find it hyperbolic to say that she's the worst 5-star character in the game, or even honestly the worst 5-star DPS character in the game, when Diluc and Keqing exist. Now this chart is very simplified, and is only considering each of these characters' DPS under the following circumstances. All characters are assumed to be level 90, Constellation 0 with level 9 talents. All characters have a Refinement 1 signature weapon. The Thundering Pulse for Yoimiya, Staff of Homa for Hu Tao, and Amos Bow for Ganyu. All characters are using the Shimenawa's Reminiscence for maximum basic attack damage, and none of the characters are using their bursts. Yoimiya is mostly single target damage focused, similar to Hu Tao, and Hu Tao will probably do 35% more raw pyro single target DPS than Yoimiya. However, given that Hu Tao can easily vape all of her attacks, we should also calculate vape damage. Meanwhile, Yoimiya can easily use Bennett, unlike Hu Tao. Unfortunately, this gap widens with Hu Tao now doing 63.5% more DPS than Yoimiya once we factor in a single teammate for each of these characters. That also doesn't include Xingqiu's own damage as well for Hu Tao. Now, a character doing the anticipated damage of around 2/3 the damage of Hu Tao is still a very good character and perfectly usable, but unfortunately, that character is unlikely to define the meta like Hu Tao did. Nonetheless, while the current Yoimiya is probably not going to break current DPS records like many of the previous featured 5-star DPS characters did, Yoimiya's numbers still look perfectly functional. Next I want to talk about the upcoming banners. MiHoYo gave us official teasers that Baal, Kokomi, Sarah, and Aloy are coming, based on their previous teasers for Ayaka and Yoimiya, and how they came the following patch. We can assume that the Raiden Shogun, one of the 7 Archons, is coming in the next patch. But keep in mind that this is not officially confirmed yet. For all we know, we could get a Chi-Chi banner or something. Anyway, we have all seen the extreme effect both Venti and Zhongli, fellow Archons, have had on the Genshin Impact meta. Knowing that Baal is on the horizon, and being after Ayaka, this created a Yoimiya sandwich where the bread is viewed as the best part. On top of that, Yoimiya's banner itself is very meh. While Sayu being on her banner is amazing, Xinyan and Diona are comparatively unpopular, or their constellations aren't as impactful, respectively. Diona was given for free, and although her Constellation 6 is nice, it is far from being necessary. Diona is still a great and perfectly functioning character at Constellation 0. Xinyan is unfortunately the most neglected and unpopular character in the game. Although her Constellation 6 helps her become main DPS, Xinyan suffers from split scaling, and most people don't use her. On top of the character banner not looking so great outside of Yoimiya and Sayu, the weapon banner pretty much only contains her signature weapon, the Thundering Pulse. Extremely unfortunately is that the other 5-star weapon on
Yes,
this
it is.
banner is the Skyward Blade. The Skyward Blade is not the best install option for any character in the game. Additionally, the 4-star weapons do not include the Rust. So if you don't end up pulling the Thundering Pulse, there is no good 4-star option for Yoimiya on this weapon banner. While the Sacrificial Sword and Sacrificial Fragments
Thank you.
are the best 4-star weapons on this banner, and are good options for Xingqiu and Sucrose accordingly, they are generally not worth pulling specifically for. This was a missed opportunity for players to have a backup plan of pulling the Rust Bow for Yoimiya. So given that not only Baal, Kokomi, and Sarah potentially coming shortly after Yoimiya, Yoimiya's own banner and weapon banner aren't looking so great. Barring Sayu, there's little incentive to pull for Yoimiya outside of Yoimiya herself. Let me know what you guys think about this Yoimiya sandwich between the most anticipated waifu Ayaka and the extremely popular upcoming Archon, Baal. So there you go, just a few things to consider for Yoimiya's upcoming release. I'm personally still very excited for her and plan to showcase her at Constellation Zero with the Rust, so be sure to smash that subscribe button so you don't miss out. I believe Yoimiya will still be a perfectly functional and decent Pyro DPS character, but she has extremely high expectations to fill, and when compared to a character like Hu Tao, it's unlikely that Yoimiya will be able to outdamage Hu Tao. Anyway, let me know what you think about Yoimiya's upcoming release. Let me know if you think Yoimiya will be the worst 5-star character in the game. As always, I appreciate every single one of you. This is I Want to Lose, signing out.
But
Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Iron Man series, and we're back to Hellware. I have another Reaper, and if you remember, last time we got the Crest of Saren. So I'm very motivated to do this boss, and hopefully we can get a dormant piece so we can actually make the armor. Wish me luck. I totally forgot this was gonna happen. 99 defense at Hellware of all places. Defense cape obtained. Not gonna lie, someone mentioned in my chat, and it's kind of a good point. So the Zami cape that I've been using has 25 armor, 31 mage bonus. The defense cape, like all other skill capes, are 33 armor and 21 mage bonus, 2 prayer. So if I wear this instead, I would lose out on 10 damage, which is literally a 10, where you're hitting, thousands. So it's very, very small. And it has slightly better armor, which is pretty good. But I think camping a defense cape might actually be good for this kind of PVM because it gives me a free sign of life, which means it'll revive me if I die once per hour. We'll see. It definitely wouldn't be bad to camp something like this. I mean, the Zami cape is pretty minimal. Also, now that we have 99, let me go to my combat settings, go to combat XP. So for the longest time, I had it on magic and defense, which I could definitely continue. But in terms of 120 capes, I definitely prefer the magic ones. So I'm going to put it on just mage XP so we can get to 120 like twice as fast. Can always switch to defense later. Reaper is done. Unfortunately, no, we did not get a drop, but dude, I'm pretty sure we got like 4 or 5 Lantidine drops. That means we got like 500 Lance in like an hour. Can't complain about that. Wouldn't that be the dream? You're just chilling and then like, Slim Shady hops in, just breaks your knees, and then just leaves without a word. I had to restock on some prayer pots, and yeah, I had a Herblore challenge. Let's turn it in for 92 Herblore, halfway there. That's 100k. That's actually nuts. Also, that is the last extreme requirement, so now I can make every extreme potion without boosting, which makes making overloads so much less tedious. Obviously, at this point, we can actually go make overloads, but still gonna hold off on it. I want to dedicate a really nice video to them. I'm pretty sure those aren't that rare. KBD head? Do you need that for anything in this game? I mean, I suppose it's a, drop log. And with that, the Reaper's over. I get 81 Slayer. Still, pretty much all of my XP is from, Scarabs and Reapers. I have not done Scarabs in, a month, though. I just can't be bothered anymore. We will get back into Slayer soon. I know I've been neglecting it. And I still need to get, the Hex Crest and stuff. But there's just so many other things I'd rather do. Right now, at least. But speaking of Slayer and Reapers, I've mentioned this a while back now. to get QBD Reapers, I actually have to go and do the mini quest about QBD. You can kill the boss normally without it, but you need it done to actually get the Reapers. And I would like to start getting QBD Reapers because it's not a bad boss, and then I can maybe slowly work on her drops over time. Song from the Depths. Done. As for QBD, with this quest I do get reduced damage, which is kind of cool. But yeah, we can get Reapers now. I'm not going to do this off Reaper. I think it's just better to slowly work on it. When we do some QBD, I will mention like what drops I'm looking for. What a voice crack. When we actually do this boss, I'll mention like what I'm going for. But I'm kind of excited to get back into Kun Black Dragon. I remember liking it a lot back in the day, and it's not too challenging, even with this gear that I have. Who knows? Maybe death is going to be nice to me. I do have another Reaper to grab. Vindicta. I've definitely been in the mood to do like Hellwar and Vindicta lately. Yo, that's not bad. Our first drop from Vindy is Zerosian Essence. Oh, I didn't really pay attention. We got 89 farming. Ability to plant an additional spirit tree. Oh, nice. Today is an amazing merchant. It's going to be spendy, but we got Sacred Clay. We have Anima Crystal, and we have Taijitu, which I think I've bought once before. I don't think I mentioned it, but it's like the rare currency on the Ark. Like, you have Chimes, which is like the main currency, and then Taijitu is like the big boy ones. And you need a lot of this to, like, I guess, fully complete the Ark. So getting a few from Traveling Merchant over time would be great, but that was like well over $1 mil. As usual, Sacred Clay is just slowly working on the fletching outfit. I need 500 points, so only a few more. Oh, we had a huge roll, 96. Damn, I think it rolls 50 to 100. And then, as usual, the Anima Crystal is more God Wars 2 rep. Perfect timing. We got another Hellwar Reaper. Like, the last, like, 3 or 4 days have just been Hellwar and Vindy. I love it. Now that's a drop. 236 Dragon Bones. I'm pretty sure every Dragon Bone I've gotten before was under 200. I'm about to get the next tier of reputation here and get 75% drop chance for Hellwar. Considering we have a Hellwar Reaper, I decided to go finish this up, and we're going to hand in the Vindicta seals. That's why we were killing Vindicta, so we can get this done. Bam. You have unlocked an even further increased chance to gain rare drops. Yo, second kill, Serenic Essence. Beautiful. Had some things to discover. 65 invention. There we are. 217 record. I beat my PV by a big margin there. We got 84 lance for it. Nice. I'm so confused. Just take it. Take it. Okay, there you go. I couldn't access the thing. It kept on giving me a warning message. I think it's because BM's on me, as you can see. But we got a Codex. Got Codex number 2. I mean, look at it. Look at it. Dude, he's dead. He's been dead for a minute. I was really confused. I was getting that message of like, warning, if you log out, you can blah, 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 blah. Because of the whole, glitch there. And then I was getting congrats in my DMs. I was like, what's going on here? And then I kind of panicked because I couldn't open the interface for more than 5 seconds. Whatever. Either way, that is exciting, guys. This is BM number, what is it? 23. So, yeah, pretty much on rate because I reroll every single time. It's around 1 in 10-ish to get a Codex. So we have 2 in 23. And we're going to immediately read it for Corruption Shot. The other corruption ability, and again, arguably one of the best basics in the entire game. I already explained how Corruption Blast works for Mage. It's the same exact thing for Ranged. Thanks to my main man Was for the advice, but we're going to buy all 3 Acto boots. Now, I don't think I've explained this, but we're up to 22,000 Techie now, and of course, you can buy the abilities for 15k each, or the tradable one for 25k. Now that I have the 2 important ones, Storm Charge and Shatter, it's good in very niche endgame situations, and Onslaught is kind of a noob trap ability. It does have some uses, but it is not anywhere near the level of Corruption Shot and Blast. Like, you could live without this, basically is what I'm saying. So we're just going to wait on getting additional, like, Codex drops to unlock these 2 abilities, and with my Techie now, I am actually going to be buying Acto pieces. So there are two types of Acto. There's the normal ones from the raid shop here, and then there's the upgraded ones that you get from the actual boss. Buying the normal version from the shop increases the chance of getting it from the boss. So if I buy all three types of boots for 6.5k techie each, it will essentially double my chance of getting it. And Acto, honestly, in the end game is not that impressive. It's tier 90 tank armor, I believe, with some special effects. Another cool thing about these things is once I get the upgraded version as a drop, the lesser one is no longer useful, and I can either alch it or disassemble it. Look at that. Rumbling components. According to the wiki, just these boots are worth 5 rumbling components, and you need 2 to make the best amulet in the game. So this is probably where I'm going to get my initial rumbling components. 89 crafted. Massive level, because that means we can make potion flasks and crystal flasks. And with all the sandstone I have in the bank, that's a lot of good crafting XP that I can do anytime. Successful week of penguins. It was our first week ever that we got all 12 penguins, because I got called the Shadow Penguin, which I can do now with the Ring of Visibility from Desert Treasure. But we did get 2 007 agents, so that means 2 easy clues. I'd like to see any fortunates. First one is meerkats are good. Okay, that's not a bad clue. And then we got a fortunate. Nice. That is a big reaper. 18 Vindicta. Oh my. There's no way. Dude, Crest of Zeros. Okay. We have 2 crests now? What even? Dude, my crest luck is actually kind of bonkers. So, that's nice. That makes the, like I mentioned with the other crest, that makes the tier 80 power armor. Zeros is the melee one. But the weird thing about this crest is that, considering how easy, I guess, relatively Malevolent is to get in this game, and that one's better, and the fact that Illiancan components are so good, this crest is probably going to be used for components. I guess for a time I could use it for, melee upgrade, but for now I think the priority for sure would be to use the Crest of Saren. So for my first armor piece drop, I'll probably use the Crest of Saren, because I need mage armor more than I need melee right now. But that might change, because if I get a lance, I feel like melee armor is pretty important. But yeah, I think that's like kill number 85 or something, so yeah, it looks like Vindy's going pretty good. 81. So I was actually planning on doing something different in this video, like unrelated to this, but I didn't really realize how much God Wars 2 we would be doing, so I'm actually going to switch my goal for this video to, I don't want to set it to like I have to get a dormant piece because I could just go dry, but I think we should make a valiant attempt at least getting a dormant body or legs, so we can at least use one of these cresses. So I'm going to probably be splitting my time between Vindy and Helwer. I want to focus more on Vindy because the lance is obviously god tier, but I also really like Helwer drops, and getting a second crest would be awesome. I still do only have 75% reputation, or drop chance, I guess, at Helwer. So that could also be a goal. Try to get to 5k rep there, and getting, Vindy kills gives me seals, which helps that out. First kill of the Reaper, Garb of Subjugation. It finally happened! 481 kills to get my first Garb or Gown. The curse is broken. Dude, that makes me so happy. We finally get our first piece of augmentable mage gear. The instance is over. It means we've been here for an hour, and it worked out because we were out of prayer and basically out of food. Full hour gamer. Yeah, I think that might be one of the first times I've done a full hour. So I tend to just leave at some point. But yeah, we started the trip at 480 krill, and now we're up to 529. So 49 kills in an hour with my gear, not bad. It's also high time that we disassemble my Sun Spear once again for 66 invention. And just like my other augmented body, we're going to be putting Biting 2 and Mobile Venom Blood. Gotta augment it first. There we are. And then put these perks on there. So the reason why this is so huge is now obviously I'm getting extra invention XP because I'll be training this item up while I use mage, which that's already a benefit. It has slightly better stats than Lunars. I would say the main one is the armor and the prayer bonus. Pretty big jump. But because it's augmentable, I now have these perks, which the biting 2 perk is a just direct DPS increase. Like, I would say getting his body is probably around like a 4%-ish DPS increase from before, which, I mean, that's huge. And then mobile Venom Blood is just convenient. Venom Blood is going to be super nice at Krill. I don't have to worry about the poison ever again. And why stop here? Let's string another upgrade to Mage, and that is my Amulet slot. I do have enough Reaper points for Hytrixes, but I don't have Onyxes. So I'm not going to worry about that right now. That'll be another day. For right now, I want to get the Dragon Rider Amulet. And that is from the One-of-a-Kind quest right here. I should have all the requirements except this quest. Yeah. A Tale of Two Cats. I completely forgot that you need to grow potatoes during this, so I just sat there and stared at them for 40 minutes. Aw, shit. You get a 10k XP lamp during the quest. I suppose we're putting it into Herbla. Mysteries of the Tokar. I've always liked this quest. Not that I pay attention, but look at these rewards. So much XP. And then the Dragon Rider Amulet, like I said. Access to another resource dungeon that is Celestial Dragons. I remember those being a pretty good Slayer task. I don't know if they're that good in the meta nowadays, but I'll probably still do them while I slay. And yeah, so we're going to use all the lamps. I don't think we're going to get any levels. Maybe in summoning. Yeah, 76, which is, that's a pretty big level. 82 dunge, okay. And probably not any divination. Yeah, the summoning level is huge because I can make adamant minotaurs now. So my blue charms are at the point where I don't feel weird using them. Because the next big one is the rune minotaurs. So pretty easy, familiar, and you get so much XP. But all of that is fluff. What matters is this amulet. You can see that it has a bonus of 30 for all the styles, so it is hybrid. It's the same as my Lunar's Amulet. The prayer bonus is insane, 10. I think it might be one of the highest in the game for an amulet. And then the special effect that it has is increases the damage done by Dragon Breath, which is this basic ability right here, by 10%. And considering it's probably my second most used basic, that's a decent DPS increase. And it's also one of the better basics in general, because it is AoE. For now, this will be my tentative best amulet until I go and get some Hydrix jewelry. And I'm glad we got that quest done. The only thing is, now I'm at 249 quest points, 1 away from the next milestone. So I'm going to go find a quick quest I can do for 1 quest point so we can go claim that reward. Yeah, I decided on Eagle's Peak because I know I have to do this for at least the Desert Diary in the future, and I don't want to like have to think about it later. Also very quick. But that is the 250th quest point. We did get like a message for it. Congratulations, you passed 250 quest points. Visit May. I will. Alright, so if we open shop and claim. There we go. We have another dice. This one is tier 3, so it's the hard clues like I mentioned last time. This is the second one of the hard clue tier. This is when we can get actually good rewards. So I'm hoping, again, fortunate component, and I will always take the money. Roll. That should be a fortunate, yeah. It's not! No! That was a Debbie Downer. Huh? While skilling, you find Brains the farming pet. I wasn't paying any attention. Doing my daily check of the player on farm. Collecting the XP from my yaks. This is a skilling pet I'm definitely for. I'm not the biggest fan of how it looks, but I mean, you guys know, farming is one of my favorite skills, so I am super happy about this. Let's go check. Brains. Call pet. Yeah, I really... Design-wise, I mean, it's kind of interesting, but, like, I feel like they could have done a little bit more interesting for farming. But hey, that is another skilling pet on the list. It looks like we have 5 right now. 2 of them being combat pets. So, 2 combat pets, 3 skilling pets so far. Not bad. No! Okay, I mean, this is sick. I am happy we get this. This is my first dormant piece, but arguably the worst one. I'll explain in a sec, but yeah. To make the armor with the crests, you need the dormant pieces. So I can make the helm, but in RS3, the helm slot arguably is the worst of the 3, you know? Because it's not augmentable. If it was, then it would be worth discussing. So I'm not going to actually use this. as of right now, you know, eventually this could be useful when I actually get more crests, but for my first crest, I feel like it'd probably be better to use on like a body or leg, right? Because then it's augmentable. But, you know, I'm still happy we get this. Might be needed later on. You know, this will be my best. Once I make this into the Saren helm, it'll be my best until the Tectonic helm, which is way down the line. That was so quick. 154. So I really tried to pay attention and do my rotation, like, perfectly there, and it paid off. So, oh, and I didn't pick up the seal. Damn it. I thought I had inventory space. Whatever. Sub 2 minute Vindicta, I will take that with a Sun Spear. 96 divination. I will say, I have not done a cache in, like, I'm going to be honest, probably 2 or 3 weeks. So, I just felt like doing it today, and I honestly should get back into it, because, man, I mean, we're going to have to go back to divination soon. I'm not doing that much combat, but, I mean, my charges aren't going to last forever. Higher divination equals faster energy gain. So, I'm going to try to resolve to do more of these. That's lovely. Got a Zerosion Essence number 2. Let's go! Dragon Rider Lance. Holy, this changes everything. This changes everything. Oh my god. So, okay, I'm so excited right now because I was not here for this. I was not here for the Lance at all. I mean, I said it multiple times. I was here for a dormant leg or a dormant top, you know, get an upgrade for my mage, but do I even need upgrades for mage anymore? I've unlocked melee. Melee is now a style I can reasonably use. Alright, so this is 1 in 256, so I guess we're a little lucky. I mean, we're like nearly 150 kills. Probably should make this quick because my aura is running out. But yeah, the Dragon Rider Lance. Every Iron Man knows this is a huge item. It is tier 85, so by far my strongest weapon now because my Sun Spear is 278. And then it has the additional effect of being a halberd weapon type, which means I can attack creatures from 1 extra distance away. Essentially, I guess, probably not the best way to describe it, but yeah, it's like the Scythe, if you know how that one works, but a little bit weaker. So, to me, this unlocks a Araxor. I didn't want to do a Araxor with a Sun Spear. Lance, though, I mean, easy game. And speaking of masterwork, look at this guy. Now that I have the Dragon Rider Lance, it's making me want to go get masterwork armor, which is arguably one of the easiest tier 90 armors to get, and it would be so good with this lance. So I have some ideas, but I think this item is going to change my entire goal set now. Now, my perk setup with this lance is going to be a little bit different from my Sun Spear. So my Sun Spear right now has Scav 2 and Equilibrium 2, and the reason for that, a lot of people put their scavenging on armor at this stage, but for the Sun Spear, I'm using it with all the styles, and not all my styles have augmentable armor, so that's why we have Scav on that. But because my melee has 2 augmentable armor pieces, I can put Scav on my empty gizmo slot here on my Bandos Tacets. So we're going to do that, and then instead I'm going to add another DPS perk on my weapon. The classic ones are the Precise components. You put 5 in there, and you can get Precise or Equilibrium. And to get a combination, it's not very common at my level. So instead, we're going to go for individual, like, Equilibrium 2 and then Precise 2. There is a chance of me getting Precise 3. It's like a 1 in 10. So I have a bunch of components, so I think we might just send it, try to get P3, and then a separate E2. And that'd be a lot of extra... Oh! No way did that just happen. First one, we get P2, E2. Okay, that would actually... That would free up a gizmo slot, so that actually might be better. There you go, we got our DPS perk. P3, E2 is technically possible as well, but it's really hard with this invention level. That's the problem. Your chance of perks gets better and better as you get higher level, and then when you get ancient invention. So, okay, first try, that's a joke. Now we still have an extra gizmo slot, so I'll have to figure out what to put there. I can either put Scav, like I said, and then maybe put like an armor perk here, but I'll look around. Crackling 2, Ultimatums 1. Alright, I think I could definitely get a better combination. No, that's exactly what I want. Ultimatums is kind of a irrelevant perk, like it lowers the adrenaline cost for these abilities, which I don't do any of them. But, I mean, there might be some really, really specific instances to use those. But yeah, Crackling 2 is the main one. 50% damage per rank. My weapon damage is 1788. I don't know if there's any extra multipliers on that, but like that means every 60 seconds I'm doing an additional almost 2,000 damage. Just for having a perk. That's not that bad, I guess. it's kind of weird to say, but for certain things, I mean, melee is now my strongest style. Pretty dope. But you can see that there's some slots in my melee gear that are very lacking. Even though we just upgraded this amulet, it's not the greatest for melee. We need to get Hydrix jewelry, so we're going to continue AFK in the crafting. We're nearly 90. To get the best amulets and stuff, I need to get 93, so we can boost to +6. So 93 is still the goal. I think this will change my sights. I think I'm done with Vindicta for a bit. I'll go finish my Reaper. I only got like 4 left, but I think it's a really good time to switch my sights to getting a Raxor set up, and that means overloads. We've had a very high Herblore level for a long time, but I just want to get a few more upgrades and stuff before we knock out those overloads. So the goals have been shifted. Araxor is the prize. Anyway, if you haven't yet, check out my live stream over on Twitch. Link is in the description. I would really appreciate it if you like and leave a comment. It really helps the video with the algorithm. Either way, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day.
Hey, before the video starts, check out my socials. Appreciate it. Have a good day.
Canyon Markiplier? What?
Hello? I just wanted to leave you a message letting you know a little more about the job. Now, you've been hired to watch over Markiplier's house? Yeah, he's a big-time YouTuber guy. Have you heard of him?
Oh, you silly cow. Oh, it's so hard being me. The crowd scream, and they scream for me. Glory comes at such a heavy price.
I'm a genius.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. They just walk past me. They just walk past me.
It's okay.
They have no idea. They have absolutely no idea.
Yeah, I'm in this house. That's a tragedy. Burn phone. Burn phone?
Trying to hang up on him?
Oh, it's so hard being me. The crowd scream, and they scream for me. Glory comes at such a heavy price.
What's happening?
Okay, I'll stop. Okay, I'll stop.
It's not like other game YouTuber types like you. PewDiePie.
I want to close all the doors. Close 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 all the doors.
You're satisfied for the night.
Nope.
Wait.
Open the door.
Ooh, I can smell your bones from here. Ooh, sweet calcium.
There you can.
Oh no.
It's so hard being me. The crowd scream, and they scream for me. Glory comes at such a heavy price.
Peekaboo. Peekaboo.
Peekaboo.
Peekaboo. Peekaboo. Peekaboo. Peekaboo. Peekaboo. Peekaboo. Peekaboo. Peekaboo. Yeah, make a suggestion.
Just bonk him, Ari.
Yes.
Slap my ass.
Spicy. Slap my ass. I'm not one of your fried chicken tramps. I'm a woman. I like my men dangerous, mysterious. You want to be my lover?
Really?
Slap my ass.
Earn it. Slap.
Well, this was a disappointment. Slap.
You okay? Okay.
We're gonna send Johnny Knoxville to the space shot. Go!
Oh shit.
Oh my goodness. That was a clip right there. Thank you. It's been a good stream so far. Listen to this now. Yeah!
The beaver, go touch the ass. Go touch the ass.
Hold on. Train.
Cargo trains?
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh.
Look what you did!
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh no! Oh no! That was a strong kick. Extreme yoga.
Oh my god!
We really lost him there.
I didn't know you could do magic.
What? Wait, what is that? What the fuck is that?
You just accept it.
Here's how to wash your pee-pee. Look, let's face it, everybody's pee-pee gets dirty. Mine was looking extra dirty today, so it was time for a bath. We recommend hand washing your pee-pee with a mild hand soap. Do not submerge your pee-pee in water, or you risk causing damage. When cleaning your pee-pee, make sure to scrub his back, make sure to get his little feet, the bottoms, which get really dirty, get behind his ears. I think I might have used a little too much soap when washing him today. Remember, a little soap goes a long way. Look how grumpy he is. Don't worry, pee-pee, we're almost done. One technique I use right after bathing is to roll my pee-pee in a towel burrito and pat him to get most of that initial moisture. Look how clean he is. And most importantly, make sure to keep your pee-pee clean.
Got it. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Okay, come here, come on. Come. Get in there. And we got room for one more Frina coming in.
Pina! Let's take a bath together.
Here's how to wash your pee-pee.
I mean, you just...
Look, let's face it, everybody's
Wait, are
pee-pee
you
gets
implying
dirty.
I am
Mine
your
was looking
pee-pee?
extra dirty today, so it was time for a bath. We recommend hand washing your pee-pee with a mild hand soap. Do not submerge your pee-pee in water, or you risk causing damage. Make sure to scrub his back, make sure to get his little feet, the bottoms, which get really dirty, get behind his ears. I think I might have used a little too much soap when washing him today. Remember, a little soap goes a long way. Look how grumpy he is. Don't worry, pee-pee, we're almost done. One technique I use right after bathing is to roll my pee-pee in a towel burrito and pat him to get most of that initial moisture. Look how clean he is. And most importantly, make sure to keep your pee-pee clean.
Uh-oh.
Lucas, you said you have 50%. Hard being me. The crowd scream. And they scream for me.
Sky, don't
turn around. It's such a heavy price.
I just
I'm
had
just gonna hide under here now.
We're through the microseed.
I don't think that's going to do you any good. Now, I know what you're thinking. And the answer may surprise you.
Oh, where'd the table go?
Should I jump scare him? Well, you see... No, it took away!
No, I'm going over here now.
Oh, oof. That's a big oof.
This is going to be so good. I've been hoping to get a good laugh for weeks.
I know. This is just what.
Hello? Hello, fat fetish artist.
Need a commission?
Yes, I'd like to commission a weight loss comic, please.
What? Hey, you listen here, you son of a bitch!
It's just a simple prank, a little silly gag of mine. I'm no retrobate by any means.
Oh, thank God. I thought you were one of those quacks that don't take my art seriously. All right. What do you actually want?
Right. I'd like a picture of a person in their young college years eating a massive tub of ice cream.
All right, I can do that for you.
And immediately in the next panel, running on a treadmill.
This reminds me of the Simpsons joke like with Bart and Mo, you know? Where he just calls Mo and then just your fucking Oh yeah, it's like
Here we go again.
Hello? Oh, okay. Hi.
Hi, this is Chloe calling from the CVS Pharmacy. I'd just like to let you know that your wart removal cream, your bugs, and your Viagra are now in. And we also got those extra small items that you needed. So please go ahead and let me know when you'll be coming in so I can take those recycling. You have a great day.
They're here!
Five restaurants as e-boys as like main protagonists.
I would deal with it.
We have like McDonald's
Oh, does he finally notice?
we also have please sit here. Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh.
I'm gonna throw you out the window now.
No, don't do it.
Okay, righto, I'm set.
I'm gonna throw you out the window now.
Please don't. Oh, hey chimp, how's it going, bud? I'm actually off the map. I am actually off the map.
Wait, you're out? Oh shit, yeah, she'll. Hey, how you doing?
I can't move. I'm gonna have to respawn, hang on. I hate you forever.
Working out with the stretch band.
Holy, what is that even? I don't even know what that is. Wait, I can't. Oh my god. Oh, I can't see you! Why do you have my face? Ah, you that's not like me! No, don't do that! Where did you get this picture? That's such a good one. Oh, I know that. Oh no, wait, never mind. Okay, what else can you do? What else can you do, Chimpy? Oh yes, nice. Oh my goodness!
A few moments later.
Oh my god! Cyber! I'm gonna take a picture of this real quick. Oh my god! Oh my, oh my! Oh my, oh my! That's so good!
May I make a suggestion?
Dear God, wait, what?
May I make a suggestion?
Yeah, what is it?
Leave, thank you so much for 9 months.
Slap my ass.
Oh.
This was a disappointment.
What? I'm sorry. I didn't hit you hard enough. I apologize. Okay, I'll do it again. Alright, harder this time?
I'm not one of your fried chicken tramps. I'm a woman. I like my men dangerous, mysterious. You want to be my lover? Earn it.
Do I slap it? I don't understand.
Ooh.
Days of shame. Very determined,
You should leave it up.
Days without shitting myself. No change into it. Oh my god!
Oliver.
That is the worst. That is so horrible. Oh.
Days without being, without you being scared. Why?
Well, yeah, that's pretty accurate.
I'm always scared.
Oh, you want me to rub it out? Yeah, sure. Let's just do it together.
Take the drill, take the drill. All together. Where'd she go?
I was not expecting that. What the fuck is going on?
Wait, where'd she go? I took my eyes away for a second. There. Yeah.
Get pry it loose a little bit, get under the root, Just a little
Perfect. Thank you, Doctor.
Like a little bitch, so she gone.
Right, now open up.
Are you putting it in? Are you putting it in? Is it in yet? Is it in yet?
More suction.
I don't know if it's in yet.
There we go.
Oh.
My heart, I loved her. My heart, I loved her. Got it.
You want a hug? Oh. Fuck yeah, we'll do that. Hell yeah.
Fucking put it back in, dummy.
Whip.
Oh god.
I hate it so much.
Do it to her.
Rub back on the soup, Ian. No.
I saw you.
No.
I saw you. Where are you?
I actually don't see this one.
Hey, good boy.
God damn it! Came out of nowhere.
I lost it, but that's my bone. Give it back. Give back my bone. That's my bone. Little shit.
I don't think I can go on all fours.
That
I mean,
dog-
this is the closest.
That dog stole my pee-pee.
I know. It's wrong. Okay.
What's the audio? The audio. Oh my god.
Hey, Sylvie, come in. Sylvie, come in.
Can you read the license plate?
No, King. Bread roll. Sausage roll. Pork roll. Rick.
Yeah?
Rick. I'm gonna uninstall you. You have approximately 10 seconds. You have approximately 10 seconds before I uninstall you. Rick.
No, he's not. He's not gonna do it.
Do it. Fucking do it.
I didn't know you were such a dom. I thought you was a sub.
I'm a switch, bitch. That's what I do. That's the most.
Never did I think.
Now, as you can see right here, we have the finest in adult play. If you come right where I'm standing, if you press this button right here, press the button.
Do I?
Yeah, press it. It's all yours.
Oh, look at me.
No! There you go.
No! Look at me this way. Now I'm curious.
Oh God.
Oh no.
This is why Koreans can play Minecraft. Only adults can play Minecraft, okay? Actually, Minecraft is adult game in Korea.
Wait, why is Minecraft adult in Korea? I gotta know.
It's kind of long story.
Minecraft love hotels?
If you're underage, you can game after night, even at home.
Wait, actual like a law to not play video games after midnight? What the hell?
Yeah, it's so weird, right?
What the fuck is that law?
Yeah, the Minecraft sell to Microsoft, right? Every Microsoft game is can't play kid, so it's gonna be changed.
Yeah.
Can't play kid anymore.
So because Microsoft owns Mojang, like Minecraft right now, and every Microsoft game is 18 plus, that makes Minecraft also 18 plus.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Everyone.
Moon, how are you playing right now? You're like 5.
Oh.
Like how are you playing VR? I'm calling the police.
Look at this guy. Are you ready?
Yeah, give me a second. I'm adding it to my stream.
What the fuck? Quick! Yeah.
Minecraft Java Edition specifically has a disclaimer. For players in South Korea, you must be 19 years of age or older to purchase and play the Java edition of Minecraft. What the Why? There's only one female in the entire game. Her name is Alex.
Blog is too sexy, you know.
Oh my god, have you seen those block titties? Sheesh!
Yeah, digging the hole. Whoa!
Quite the country. Yes.
So if you want a game, go to America?
Yeah, just come to America. Yeah, get over here.
Holy shit, so many English. Oh, there we go. What you need to know. Minecraft is the most popular game in the world. Oh, what the?
Oh, let Moon read a bedtime story to his kids.
Minecraft has Suddenly.
Oh my god, Moon, please.
I need to read, Colorasul.
Dad, he's bullying me.
I forgot where I read.
Oh my god.
Can I do again?
No, please. I'm sorry.
Microsoft account.
2 hours later.
Yeah.
Why did I agree to this?
Nice.
What kind of torture is this? I feel like I need to call my parents. Mom, pick me up. I'm scared.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's
Oh,
go.
you're in. Okay. So what Moon?
Whoa! Shit. Wait a second. Why is I don't know English.
Don't worry. Just close that for a second. Press done.
Ah, Booba, no! Ah!
No, it's me. Don't worry. Here, look. See, I'm a ferret. I'm just in a maid outfit. Don't
Jesus Christ, you naked! Holy shit! Adult game.
What the?
Jesus Christ! Adult game.
It's time for ERP. Get over here. This is the next step, Moon.
What the? Yo!
Sheesh. Listen, I don't know if you're ready for that kind of level, but if you are,
oh!
Are you ready to ERP?
Yes, I want it. Ah, no! Yo, listen, Russell. Listen. I want to ERP because I want to enjoy the adult game. Because it's adult game in Korea. I need a violence.
Yeah, okay.
I need a porn.
Yes. Okay, we get the porn. Let's go.
There we go.
We're gonna get you all the porn you want.
Hi, Moon. Welcome to Boss SMP.
Yo, Amy!
Moon, please.
Wow.
Yeah, he's excited. Minecraft in Korea is an adult game, so
Yeah, I want to ERP.
Give him a tour.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have like a lot of people on the server going ahead and like making a lot of like what you can assume is the equivalent of pixel art using small little pixels. Is it
Tony, thick ass.
Okay, I can see why it's an adult game in Korea. Ignore the giant Among Us. Ignore that.
Among Us. Sexy Among Us. Whoa.
So right over here.
Ah! What the dude? Ew! Okay, I understand why this is the other game. I'm really enjoying this game right now.
RP, bring that ass here.
No.
Oh no. Oh no, he's taking him to it.
Shh. Moon. Hold shift. You're loud. Hold shift. Alright, to Sammy's house. No. Do not. Go down. Go. I'll close it. Okay, Moon.
Oh, what is this button?
Activate the switch. Okay, come. Listen, you can't tell anyone you've been here. But now, you can get your pony in a cum jar. This is why it's an adult game.
Holy sh!
This is why this game's 18 plus. You have to promise never to tell anybody.
Holy shit.
Okay, this is where you get the goods.
I know. Come here. Oh, is that secret place?
Come on.
Is Minecraft secret place?
Get over here. Go.
Get down here, man.
Whoa, ERP place. Oh, secret place. Alright, come here. Okay. Alright, man. Get in.
Get in there. Go.
Where's
Get in.
Get in.
Go in there.
Wait, ERP, yes!
I'm sorry, Moon. You're too horny for the server.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to stay here till you learn about your
Wait,
stats.
what's the iron door?
We'll give you food once a week, okay?
What the fuck? No!
I'm sorry, Moon.
Give me ERP right now!
You're in horny jail.
I can't do this because it's adult game in Korea. I can't do everything in this.
Oh my god.
Not today, man. What?
Alright, Moon. It's time to chop off your penis.
Yeah. No! You're too horny. No!
Today's gonna be the
Chop
day.
off your small penis.
No! Just accept your fate and get on the bed.
Accept your fate.
Accept your fate. I like how you're putting fire to make it.
Oh god, he's breaking out.
Wait, hold up. Before you keep doing that, eat this Moon.
Yeah.
Oh
Don't move. What?
So, we're gonna show you why, in Korea, the game is rated A for adults. Come with us. Now, as you can see right here, we have the finest in adult playing. If you come right from where I'm standing, if you press this button right here, press the button.
Do I?
Yeah, press it. It's all yours.
Oh, look at me.
Oh.
No!
There you go.
Look at me this way. Look at me this way. Now I'm curious.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Get back in there.
This is the pinnacle of Minecraft gameplay.
This is why Koreans can play Minecraft. Only others can play Minecraft, okay?
I'll do it.
Dude, I think you should kill a sheep.
Oh,
Why?
Go kill
Because
it.
it's suffering. Save him.
Save him.
Yeah, save.
Alright, lock Moon in here. It's his turn.
Oh yeah, his turn. He'd get bend over.
No!
Damn, Moon.
씨발 새끼들아!
How do you feel, Moon? You lost it.
You're finally not a virgin anymore, Moon.
Disgusting. Thank you for watching my YouTube video. Yeah, bye bye guys. Yuba. Yuba guys. Yuba.
Make sure to give Moon all your Twitch Prime subscriptions. And if you don't, I'll shoot you. I'll fucking do it.
I can dance.
Okay,
You wanna
okay.
see my dance, huh?
Yeah, I wanna see you dance. Oh yes.
Oh, it's this song. Let's all do it.
Name of the next song is called All the Things I Love About My Wife. Okay, thank you.
What does a cow sound like going at 100 miles an hour? Did I get it? Did I get it?
What the fuck?
Dimensional touch. But who can resist this?
What the fuck?
When you can't hear the sounds, it sounds
Do I want to touch it?
Is it 2D?
That's kind of sus. It looks like it's like a vent or something. You know?
Oh.
You have to associate
Just
everything
broke it.
among us.
Yes.
Come here, guys.
What are we looking at?
Oh, he's gonna break it. No? Yes.
Oh.
What does a cow sound like going at 100 miles an hour?
Yum.
Are you looking for a fast, reliable internet connection?
Yes!
A large selection of your
Yes!
HDTV channels with 24/7 access to these
Yes!
customer support technicians.
Woo!
All at a fair price. Fuck you.
It sounds like. Oh, hello.
What does a cow sound like going at 100 miles an hour? What does a cow sound like going at 100 miles an hour?
So cute.
If it's hold up.
It's my first time in VR in a long time, so it's nice seeing you. Same?
Name of the next song is called All the Things I Love About My Wife. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
Stop moving me. Popcorn, biltong, chocolate, check. Hot girlfriend with sweatpants and a hoodie.
You busted my face. Help me.
Oh shit! No! 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 No!
What does a cow sound like going at 100 miles an hour?
What's in the fridge? Why?
Top 10 females I would cheat on my girlfriend to have sex with. Number 1. None. There's nothing that can or should come between my girlfriend and I. We've been together for what feels like an eternity, and I would not break that for the world.
I was about to say, it's because you don't have one.
How have you been?
Number 2.
Three of the hardest things for people to say. I was wrong. I need help. And Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire.
Oh,
Worcestershire.
Say that. But you know what I can say?
I think I can maybe Worcestershire sauce.
No, it's Worcestershire. Cracker, Jack Snacker, Nipple, Snacker, Crack Pop, Westpool, Cheshire, Shy, Queens, Lovely Jubbly, Delights.
This is so bad. I'm disappointed.
Oh!
I love how we also cheer Shire, but
Oh no. You broke the tile.
No!
You got kicked.
No! I came from the loom! No!
Oh.
Hey, Senpai.
Hey, Senpai. Your balls are looking especially full today. Want me to hold them for you? Hello, Tom for Tom and Jerry. This is Kobayashi. Hello, Kobayashi from Miss Kobayashi's Drag Mate. And they both got their newspapers up, like, what the? What are you looking at me like that for? The classic memery of reading a newspaper and being offended by whatever just happened in the room. Heavens forbid, you know, I've done lots of things that have offended people. And I'm not even trying. I'm just a YouTuber, and people out here saying, "No, but you're the worst person ever." Like, I'm just posting memes, man. I don't understand. Why am I so bad? Anyway, what's cracking, guys? Today, we're gonna be looking at some wonderful animemes because I just like memes. I like things that are funny, and you do too. If you guys really like it, and I mean, maybe me a little bit more, hitting that like button really helps out. You don't even have to subscribe this time. You know what? If you don't want to, if you feel comfortable just viewing, that's good enough for me. The like button, you know. Here is the question. What are the things that you kids have but adults don't? Freedom, hope, heart, correct answers. oh man, innocence, childlike wonder, you know, curiosity of the things. I mean, I guess humans, like adults, can be curious too. But, you know, being a kid is so much easier. It really is. Unless, of course, you don't have parents. I don't really have any funny thing to say with that. That just got really dark. The ethics of genetic manipulation to produce human-animal hybrids is extremely questionable. But, ooh, them Neko girls, though. Ah, yes, that one ethical question of whether or not to manipulate human DNA to make a Neko girl. I mean, it's there, and I know Japan's experimenting on pigs and things and people, you know, but you know, Neko girls and fox girls and any sort of animal girl of your fetish, it's there. But let's face the reality, we're probably gonna create a furry before we create a Neko girl. Oh, it's Misty. And oh no, she's being transformed into, is that, oh no, not a vape. Oh no. Oh no. I didn't expect people to take the meme that far. I didn't even expect, oh no. Oh, you know what? I'm not gonna bring it up. I made this cute fan art. I hope there's nothing wrong with it. Oh, it's all of our little Hololive girls. Just says, and they, Thirsty Mind instantly getting the reference like, okay, mister, we just made a mistake. Like, oh, the person who made this is the most corrupt person of all. They know what they did. You know what kind of sick degenerate you are. You have absolutely no excuse for making that, although it is... I guess it's funny. I can't wait to be a gym leader when I grow up. And we're inside of a porn... Oh no, why is this trending on memes right now? I brought back the Vaporeon jokes just for a little bit to mess with, like, maybe some of my homies. I think it was specifically Mel on this one here. And for some reason it came back. I didn't expect it to come back like this, but oh, did it come back. And not in the good kind of coming back, if you know what I mean. So, me with zero self-control, laying my hands on the bags of rice at the supermarket. Just like how skinny I'm gonna go. You know, I used to work at a retail store myself, and, you know, kids just always picked up the loose bolts and screws just because they could, and they put them in every sort of bin ever out of order, and that was a nightmare. That was honestly a nightmare. Holy crap, why would you do that? Why would you put things in the wrong place? Teach them to not do that, please. So me, looking at this $250 figure I just ordered of Astolfo, and then also me next morning, and what kind of cruel world is this that you cannot survive without money? We're subject to our own whims out here. Money, why does it dominate everything? Why can't I just make anime video about, you know, like boobas and visual novels that contain the boobas? Why must YouTube slash away everything from me? Maybe I just want to make a video about movies. Scarlett Johansson and Disney just chokehold it. The jig is up. Give me my money. And Disney like, never. It's just never. Oh man, Jae-sum is very popular right now. But yeah, if you guys don't know, Disney basically screwed over Scarlett Johansson and doesn't give her the money that she deserved from the film. And they're trying to wing it in a way to make her look like the villain, obviously, like companies do. And it's just funny to me. You know, I honestly, it's just funny. Femboy Hooters, like, Tomboy Outback, oh, that's pretty good. And then Subway. Yo, that's even just in the name, yo. That's they didn't even have to change anything about that. This is Subway. I didn't even think about that. Not that you should really ever eat at Subway anyway. It's literally just eating cake. Like, I'm not even joking. There's more sugar than bread. The tsundere, why didn't he notice my love towards him? And then also the tsundere beating the absolute crap out of the main character. Oh my god, that suplex though. Jesus. Dude, I don't know. Kanojo just reminds me of old classic tsunderes where they went over the top to beat the absolute crap out of you. And I understand that the entire anime is over the top in general, but holy smokes, that's ludicrous. Like, don't beat up your partner, especially if it's just, like, stop. The world finally seems to be going back to normal. Hey! And people expect you to go out and do shit and get like, what? Wait a minute, you want me to go outside? Well, if my, like, anime vlog of, anime-manga vlog was anything to show, maybe doing some things are still out of the question. But, like, doing normal stuff again, like, I guess, but I'm still a weeb. Cosplaying a warship boys? And the actual warship out there canoe, that actually is kind of cool. I like that. And then the girls, man, Atagav from Azure Lane out there. Oh, sheesh. Azure Lane really is full of beautiful women, just literally everywhere. And it's such a clever thing because most ships are considered girls, Like every ship's a girl, so it's like, it just went hand in hand to gajinkify them. Honestly, the only thing I really have to say is it was just a very clever marketing strategy. Babe, no. We are not buying that bunny girl waifu statue. Stop asking, but, oh, come on! Why can't I buy a life-size Sonico figure that's capable of stripping? I want to put it in the bedroom, please! But seriously though, I have tried finding a life-size Sonico figure, and I just can't find one. If you guys know where I can actually purchase one, yo, hit it up in my business emails. Tag me on Twitter, Hey guys, did you know that in the terms of the male and human Pokemon breeding, Vaporeon is the most compatible Pokemon for Stop! Why are you like this? Why must you ruin something beautiful? Look at my Eevees behind me. You're making them suffer. What if they transformed into a Vaporeon, huh? What? You wouldn't want that? No. Vaporeon was my first evolution too. Stop it. So here we have a harem ecchi anime, and then a wholesome off-brand is like, you know what? Today, we're going to be fancy. we're going to go with that wholesome off-brand. That's what we're going with. All right. Jihisama really is. I wish that the animation was just slightly better, but overall, I'm still happy with the anime. And I think the funniest thing is, in the first episode, I noticed that the animation did go up in certain areas, but it was mostly when there was jiggle physics involved. And I can understand, that's a good place to put the budget. The average anime girl versus your average anime cartoon girl. And like Raftali is saying, I am your sword. I will follow you through fire and brimstone. Nice. And then Invincible, I'm a hero, then why are we fighting? Because he made me feel sad and unimportant. I hated that girl. And I was so happy when they broke up. I was like, finally, get with that other superhero girl that actually appreciates you and you deserve. And then they got to be back together at the end. I was so unhappy. I was so unhappy that he got to back together with that vile thing. I'm so unhappy. Apple will scan photos stored in iPhones and iCloud for child abuse imagery. And the Monogatari fans be like, I'm sorry, little one. As he throws the photo. Oh man, that sounds like so illegal. It's like an invasion of privacy. And yes, I understand, like, one thing is good to get rid of that, but another thing is like, they're likely going to abuse all the other stuff that they get out of your phone too. And I don't like that. ASMR, two lolies harass you at a truck stop bathroom. Wait, Wait, is that actually a real video? There's no way that's a real video. Oh my god, it actually is real. And it's 2 years old. And it has 215K views. That's amazing. Holy crap. Demons in Arab looking like Shrek with the beard out here. And demons in Japan being the cute little Nezuko chain. But seriously, what is that literally just Shrek with the beard? Get out of my swamp, donkey. I'm sorry. I can get over the fact it's just like a combination of Shrek and the Hulk. It's weird. So here we have a girl with a mask on taking a recording of herself doing some push-ups, and the viewer's like, why do you have your booba out? And the Twitch streamer being like, it's the cleavage that earns the clicks. Honestly, I've never seen something actually so relatable in a meme format here. At least she's aware of what goes on there. Like, honestly, yes, the lewd earns the clicks. It works. It's a tried and true method. Really, if I had the booba, I would use it too. So Jihi-sama in small form and Weebs are like, And then Jihi-sama in big form and Weebs are like, Honestly, I can't wait for more episodes of Jihi-sama. It's good, it's wholesome, it's honestly everything I could want and more. I mean, if it had the Dragon Maid Kyoto animation team on it, okay, I could ask for a little bit more, but still pretty good. What my parents think of me when I watch anime, and look at him, he's just sitting there with a bunch of hey, look at me. All right, class, let's watch it. This is my favorite one. No spoilers, okay, class? No spoilers. I don't understand why people don't understand this by now. Don't people know that there is, like, even adult cartoons in the West? I mean, I thought it was apparent right now, especially with, like, Invincible coming out and being mainstream. I feel like people know now. They gotta know. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode here. If you did, give yourself some booty slap. You know, I really can't say anything more. And if, Chino, if you have a message that you wish to bestow upon the people, give it right now. I won't stop you. Do it. Is that what you're saying? Okay.
You crazy mother.
Hello, Internet! Welcome to Game Theory, the show that's always vying to be best girl. Last episode, we went through all the new features of Doki Doki Literature Club Plus and began to unravel the mystery of the new company, Metaverse Enterprises. By looking at unlocked emails, hidden files, and the new side stories, we learned that not only was Doki Doki Literature Club a simulation created by Team Salvato, but that their universe, and by proxy our universe, may itself be a simulation in the world of these games. The biggest twist of all, though, came at the very end when we found clues suggesting that Monica had broken free from the game, ascending out of the simulation and inhabiting the body of senior engineer Ive Laster. So already that was a lot, but there was still one major thing that we didn't have time to talk about, and that was Virtual Machine 2, otherwise known as VM2, or perhaps most infamously of all, Project Libitina. Now, this is something that we theorized about extensively back in the original 2017 theories, which if you haven't watched, I highly recommend you go back to, since they're some of my favorite episodes we've ever done ever. Fun fact, they actually won us the Streamy Award for editing back in 2017. But outside of marveling at the amazing work of our editors, it's also information that's going to be helpful for everything that we're going to talk about today. Anyway, just to refresh you on the essentials so we're all on the same page, if you pursue Yuri as your romantic partner in the main game of Doki Doki, she describes the plot of the book that she's reading, The Portrait of Markov, a book which has an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. In the first act, Yuri makes it sound relatively innocent. Quote, basically it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister, but as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison, and while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. In the second act, she gives us even more information. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. All the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood, but the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to, and then she cuts off. Great date conversation there, Yuri. 10 out of 10. Would date again. Through a series of coded messages in the original game, we learned that the name of these human experiments was Project Libitina, and that the goal was to unlock something called a patient's third eye. The name itself, Libitina, appeared to be a reference to the names of one of the original test subjects, who, based on details from a medical spreadsheet found at ProjectLibitina.com, seemed to most closely match the physical details of Yuri herself. Hidden amongst all the documents, there were also references to a sick and suffering girl named Alyssa, as well as to an antagonistic character who seemed to be either a priest or a doctor named Renier. Ultimately, we concluded that this was leading to the next game in the series, where we, or Monica disguised as someone, or whatever, would be tasked with saving the Doki Doki girls from these horrific experiments. Which brings us to today, 4 years later, and 4 years wiser, with a brand new series of clues hidden throughout DDLC+. So, let's just start with the basic facts. What does this new game tell us explicitly about Virtual Machine 2? Well, in the file Project Plan Outline, it's explicitly called out that VM1 is a small-scale project, a test case. The second, Virtual Machine 2, is designed to be a medium-scale simulation. And this lines up with what we already know. Doki Doki takes place essentially in a single classroom, small scale, whereas the Portrait of Markov is all about a religious medical facility which would lend itself to having many more rooms and locations, probably a 3D environment. We also know based on other documents that Monica can indeed see her friends being tortured over in VM2. This is based on her monologue hidden in the original game, as well as from an email from Ravi in DDLC+. Quote, "My best guess is that the memory being freed from VM2 isn't getting zeroed out, which technically gives VM1 access to it." From there, most of the information about VM2 that we get is from project manager Paula, when she emails the rest of Team Salvato to discuss their plans moving forward. They intend to move away from VM1 and instead try to create stable access to VM2. Team Salvato's moving away from focusing on Doki Doki and instead working on this new game, Project Libitina. But so far, making a connection into this new virtual machine is something they've been unable to do. Paula seems to believe that they can build a connection into this new world thanks to an experiment that the simulation itself is running. Quote, "I have an idea on how to increase connection stability to VM2. I'll go into detail in a more formal report, but some of the log files indicate attempts of theirs to pull together the access potential of multiple individuals into a single parallel unit. It sounds ridiculous, but if they actually get somewhere with it, then we might have a solid entry point that doesn't heavily intrude upon the VM. The VM will just be named Test VM for now, although the parallel access unit they're building in the VM seems to be called Project Libitina." And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, Project Libitina in the flesh. Kinda, and there's a lot of flesh involved. Now, if you're a bit confused by what all of that means, hang on, we're about to break this wide open. You see, once you collect 100% of DDLC Plus's files, you unlock the final reward, Test VM, Paula's new name for Virtual Machine 2, the one that houses Libitina, which means that finally, after all the years of teasing and theorizing, we get our first glimpses into this new world, and it's a bunch of text. It's a text doc. We're welcomed by a black screen that shows us trying to connect to VM2. Remember, they still haven't come up with a stable connection to this world, which is why most of the text appears as random symbols. However, each time you boot things up, you see a fraction of text before losing the connection. Sometimes you're lucky enough to get a full sentence, other times it's just half a sentence, or two halves of different sentences. After hundreds and hundreds of reboots, online DDLC fans have collected all the pieces of text, and well, it's pretty random. It's kind of like assembling a bunch of dinosaur bone fragments. Some pieces fit cleanly into cohesive sentences, others are kind of guesses to where they go, and still others you have no idea what to do with. But after going through each and every line, I think there's enough here to give us a deeper understanding of Project Libitina and VM2's simulated world. Let's take a look. Right off the bat, it becomes clear that there are three very distinct writing styles present in the text that Test VM spits out at us. One that appears to be heavily religious, one that's entirely scientific, and a third that's rooted in science but seems to be a bit warmer or more personal. We know that this game is big on writing styles and grammar, and so the way that these sentences are worded to me indicates that we aren't just reading text from one person, but instead are reading from three different sources. First, the religious writing, probably from a priest-like character. We learned from Yuri in the original DDLC that this was a religious camp that turned into a human experiment prison. We also know that God clearly plays some part of Project Libitina thanks to the testing file at ProjectLibitina.com. Quote, "Will you not have as much faith in your personnel as you you do in your god. So we've guessed for a while that Project Libitina has religious roots, but what they're worshipping and what their goals are is made more clear from the decoded messages in Test VM. Gradual changes to the scripture class curriculum to incorporate an angel in mortal skin. She will walk the path to ascension and we will follow. We'll ascend and bring salvation to all. May the third eye can only assume that even obstacles or failures are all part of the great plan, even if beyond my comprehension. Should seek purpose. Purpose ignites a will to live, a will to suffer for have died, so that those most worthy will be able to ascend. That first line confirms the idea that this is some kind of religious camp. There's a curriculum. People are being taught, which is often a part of cult life, allowing them to essentially brainwash the victims. The writer also has some level of awareness that the world they're in is not all there is. There's a push towards ascension. Wait, I thought we were done with Kanye Quest. But in all seriousness, this religion turned cult seems to sense that there's something above, a higher power, that an angel or chosen one will be able to lead them to a higher state of being. Little do they suspect that it's actually a bunch of sweaty computer programmers watching their every move in a series of cubicles. Whoopsie! But what's really interesting is how they speak about the third eye. Yep, that old chestnut is back, and it's back in a big way. The one line that we've seen so far feels reminiscent of the Christians saying, "The Lord be with you, and also with you." It's a sort of greeting, or something that you just say to other members of your belief system. Here it seems to be, "May the third eye guide you, help you, save you," all possibilities, but it's clear that the third eye is a religious symbol and a foundation of the faith. The third eye appears to be something that a few are blessed with, but is clearly the key to the ascension that the writer desires. Lastly, we have confirmation that the writer knows about all the deaths that are happening in the cult. His line about people dying so that the others who are worthy can ascend shows that he believes that all of these sacrifices are worth it. So could this priest also be the doctor that we learned about in the test notes from the first game? Quote from there, "Libitina has not yet recovered from the termination of XXXXX and is not expected to do so in the near future. You are choosing to avoid the measures necessary to prevent a repeat scenario, Doctor. Will you not have as much faith in your personnel as you do in your god?" Makes sense, right? Willingly testing and killing patients, believing them to not be worthy in the pursuit of the perfect specimen that will help them achieve the goal of ascension, an angel in mortal skin. My theory is that this mystery character, this priest/doctor doing all this writing, is Renier, the guy that we heard about from the redacted poem found in the original DDLC. In that redacted poem, we see the writer describe Renier's information be a complete and utter lie. However, Renier himself seems convinced of his methods and is associated with screams of torture. Both Renier and this first character in Test VM seem to believe that their sacrifices are worth it, that in order to ascend to a higher plane, you gotta crack a few eggs, or, you know, in actuality, selectively breed a bunch of children, sever a bunch of body parts, assemble it all into a giant psychic machine so you can reach your greater computer programmers. That is as reductive as I can make this whole situation. The next group of text that I want to show you gives us a far deeper, more detailed understanding of what exactly is going on inside Project Libitina. Indicates only 80% or less of nutrients and medical supplements are needed to keep the body alive, compared to the non-amputated control. Meters in diameters, so that a 0.5 meter gap between each body will... Due to the factual style of the writing, as well as the use of measurements and percentages, this text seems to be a research report. And it reaffirms what Yuri was talking about in Portrait of Markov, cutting off limbs and putting them all together for some purpose. And now we understand. It seems like they're combining body parts of those with strong third eye potential in order to ascend, to reach that higher plane of existence. To them, they're pulling their resources to reach out to their god, their creator. But we know better. They're not wrong about reaching out to their creator, but he ain't some dude hanging out in the clouds. He's a bunch of people chatting it up over Discord. And we already know that for as disgusting and horrible as their tactics are, it's also kinda working. Their experiment will indeed allow Team Salvato to reach back out to them. Think back to what Paula said in her email. I have an idea on how to increase connection stability. Some of the log files indicate attempts of theirs to pull together the access potential of multiple individuals into a single parallel unit. One angel blessed with the ability to communicate with God. The rest of the text from this section gets really dark. Quote, all have functional reproductive systems. Then we could produce new, potent children with incredible efficiency. And sudden death would be at 9 months each, a total of 36 would reach peak efficiency, with about 1 week per. By age 5, children testing above the threshold will be transferred to Wing A, while all are speculated to improve third eye potency by puberty. The new children are generally obedient, but with the introduction of more unpleasant activities, we should consider tests focusing on each of these emotional responses to determine which adulthood to receive professional training in. They are actively breeding children to have greater third eye potential, being raised in the facility, and eventually being subject to experiments, or what is probably better described as torture, in order for them to open their third eyes. It's legitimately very scary and very very disturbing. If I were to guess, it's here where Sayori, Yuri, and Natsuki fit into the story. They're children that were raised as part of that selective breeding child grooming experiment, and it'll be our job in this new game to figure out who is who and help them to wake up. As Monica said in her final monologue, they should, if they remember their time with me in the other worlds, they should remember what I tell them. And now we get to what I think is the most interesting part of the test VM. This last source seems different. It's still scientific, but it's personal too. Asking and responding to questions, discussing personal opinion and hypotheses rather than just laying out discoveries. I believe this character is a high-ranking scientist working at the facility of Project Libitina. Here, I'll let it speak for itself. Beyond the eyes of the public, decades of favorable reputation don't have a third eye struggle to understand what current science tells them. I am disregarding. The only prison is our material world. The gate of the Nexus extends beyond any comprehension of the material world. Name implies death, but of what? Only the material self. Our mission to become free of the material self is distanced from the religion which the Academy was once known to practice. Religion requires faith. This is undeniable truth. The observable changes in physical appearance, however small, already prove this to be more than the usual spiritual nonsense. Now this tells us a lot. The religious cult is called the Academy, but clearly things have changed in recent times. We're seeing, through the eyes of this character, the transformation of the Academy from an entirely religious venture to a scientific experiment. This view, however, is not accepted by the public. Again, as we read, it's implied that years of reputation have been washed away by their belief in the potential of the third eye, and that those with third eye potential do seem to have some subtle physical difference from normal humans. These lines of text also tell us that the ascension that they're trying to reach, our world, is called the Nexus in their world. And there's even more text coming from this individual, all about a mysterious new figure. Has become an increasingly scientific endeavor thanks to absolute genius and has made incredible contributions to Project Libitina, despite having no third, have given him the title of Guardian to reflect. This implies that our writer does indeed have a third eye, and that those without third eye potential are seen as lower class. However, this mystery person that the text mentions, this Guardian, has helped a lot despite not having a third eye. Again, I think that this is them talking about Renier. Renier seems to be our main antagonist in this new story, the one who created the third eye theories in the first place and the quote-unquote science to test it all out. But there is still one question left unanswered. Where does Monica fit into all this? She's been established to have a connection with VM2, able to see the horrors that await them because she shares memory with someone inside that virtual machine, but so far I've only mentioned Sayori, Yuri, and Natsuki. Well, I purposely didn't group Monica together with the other three girls for a specific reason. I don't believe Monica is part of Project Libitina like the others are. Instead, Monica is a nurse. The same nurse, in fact, that wrote the redacted poem that ends up in DDLC. Think about it. A nurse would have access to all the girls, the facility, the areas that she might need to go to in order to save them. But also, that redacted text in the poem leaves the words, "nothing is real," implying that it's been messed with by Monica to let you know that she knows about the simulation. But the real kicker goes all the way back to Paula's email, "Let's move on." We established in the last email that monitor kernel access is how Monica got her name. It also refers to her level of elevated access in DDLC. Well, in the next paragraph, Paula states, quote, "I'm gonna spin up a read-only hypervisor that we can use to test different ideas like this. The elevation level will be set to monitor adjacent runtime level access. MARLA, Marla, the name of our nurse, and it's the name of Virtual Machine 2's Monica variant. That runtime level access, by the way, is important. It means that in this game, this version of Monica isn't going to be all-knowing or all-powerful. She's just a nurse that's scared for these girls. And although she might not know the bigger picture, our Monica does, the one originating from DDLC. And remember, she's running around inside the body of Ive Laster. Two Monicas, one inside the game, one outside the game. This is even hinted at by another line of text from the scientist in the test VM. But my third eye shows me two of them I can't make sense of. So now that DDLC Plus has introduced the metaverse, I think this new game, whatever they decide to call it, has a couple options open for how it might end up playing. First, we might be jumping in and out of the game, using Marla's runtime level access to help Sayori, Yuri, and Natsuki inside the new simulation Project Libitina, while using the metaverse desktop to edit, move, and delete files and computer settings with the help of DDLC's Monica posing as Ive, even helping the girls to escape the simulation entirely just like Monica did. Or there's option two. Maybe it'll be a perfectly normal game on the surface where you'll have to socially engineer your way to figuring out who is who in these new skins and how to earn their trust without tipping the scales or scaring them away to tell the authorities. Or maybe there's option three. It's a normal game that shatters into something completely different when you name a character Monica, Yuri, Natsuki, and Sayori. Who knows? There are just lots of different directions to take the idea. Just be on the lookout for any games about human experiments, angels, ascension, or people named Marla. Those will be our first clue. But hey, that's just a theory. A game theory. Theory. Thanks for watching.
Okay, so as you guys know, it is me and Ashley's 3-year anniversary. And what else can we possibly do than make some lovely Japanese cuisine with all of y'all, okay? Because that's what we plan on doing. Yeah, we're gonna do chicken katsu for a nice meal. We're gonna make onigiri. And we're also gonna make miso soup and all that. Yes, we're gonna make the legendary donuts afterwards. Since Ashley is helping me with the cooking, it's actually gonna come out good this time. And then afterwards, we got some desserts that we're going to make. We're gonna make mochi ice cream, banana sushi. We're also going to try and make a strawberry cake.
Something strawberry.
She's gonna be a pro at rolling that stuff up, so I don't want to mess up the cake. Especially, I really don't want to mess up the cake. All right, I'm rocking the Saitama apron out here. Yes, I know. I'm one cake man, or yeah. We got a lot to do here, I guess. So I guess we'll just get straight to it here, making the rice first, or the onigiri. Yeah, we're gonna make the rice first. So this right over here is our rice cooker. I know it's absolutely beautiful. Look at it. If you want to see what rice we're gonna do it, obviously it's Japanese, America's favorite rice. It's Japan's favorite rice. Don't worry about it. The donuts all over again. Well, this time we're actually making onigiri. We're not actually making donuts. I'm not gonna fry anything. So now that the rice is cooking, I guess it's either miso. Well, miso soup's gonna take too long. Yeah. Yeah, that's done real quick. Cool. There you go. Crack an egg. I know. I'm amazing. I made an egg. And what are you gonna do with that egg there, babe?
Dunk the chicken in it.
Thank you. See, that's why I'm just trying to so they understand. And that's gonna act as the sticky substance for the chicken, and which she's then gonna slap it into this plate right here and basically coat it with the breadcrumbs. So that's how that's gonna work. She's judging the chicken. She's touching that chicken. What are you touching it for? What? Tell me the process.
No, I'm looking for any of the tiny bits that I have to cut off.
We just want that nice, sweet, delicious, moist meat. Hi, chat.
I have a knife here, babe.
Yeah. Well, is that? Are you threatening me with that knife?
No, I'm just saying.
Are you gonna cut me with that knife?
No,
Okay.
I don't want to. That's all.
Okay. All right. I was just making sure what's going on. Hi, chat. How you guys doing?
Can't stay for long. Just passing by to say happy 3-year anniversary, you two. And Ashley, don't let Noble cook, for God's sake.
Subject. Yo, guys, I can cook. All right, guys, believe me, I can cook. All right, I'll show you. Not this, but I can make breakfast burritos. I can make good breakfast burritos, and I can make pancakes. You don't like my pancakes, but I like my pancakes. I like them that way. I like them thick, and I like them toasty, and they taste good. I can make toast too, and anything that requires a microwave, yo, I got that. So now she's dunking the chicken into the egg right now, and she's then going to slap some of the crumbs onto it, which it's now
My favorite flavor, Lal.
And there you guys go, in that beautiful little pan right there. And how long is that going to take to cook, babe?
I just stick this thing in there, and then it tells me that it's done.
All right, she's gathering the 2 different plates there. Lovely.
Because I only have one of each.
Only one of each. So what are we going to do for the other meals that we're going to prep? Paper plates it is! Paper plates it is! Who would have thought paper plates would have come in such clutch right now? Here, I'll unpack them right now. You see, Ashley appreciates what I do. Ashley appreciates everything that I do.
But what about the nice presentation? I'll watch wash some goddamn.
You're gonna wash some plates right now? Ashley might need more wine. She's fine. She's got like. Yeah, she's got Coke in here. This is Coke in a wine glass. That's what she's doing. Yeah, she just likes the wine glass. That's all. Just Coke, guys.
It is Coke.
Just Coke. The finer things in life, chat. A refreshing beverage of Coca-Cola. It ruminates into my nostrils. That sweet, scintillating. Yes, I can really taste that nice sugar inside of it. Sorry, it's not really sugar, it's high fructose corn syrup. We don't have sugar, none of that sissy stuff. We have high fructose corn syrup. Because we like our corn. Because corn grown in America is the true way to go. Ooh, you can really hear that sizzle. Look at Ashley go. She flipped that shit though. Ooh. Oh, she already burned it. See, look at that. That's not too bad there. Yeah, it looks perfect to me. I don't know what Ashley's talking about. That's exactly how my mom makes them too.
Usually I like it like this color, like right here.
Okay, a little lighter brown.
This is like too dark.
It's perfectly good meat. It's good meat. Right now she's checking to see if there's. That's burnt. Yeah, that side is burnt. That piece of chicken is nice and cooked because if you have undercooked chicken, you're gonna get some bad screaming squits the next day, and you do not want some screaming squits, chat. It is cooked.
Salmonella.
And salmonella too, yes. But the shit's like really
The
bad
salmonella is worse than shit.
No.
You can die.
I'm joking. So I can see it myself here. So she's flipping. So she's got one nice piece of chicken there, two nice pieces of chicken right there.
That I can cook.
So she can cook. Like, look how proud she looks there. You're letting the juices out. What the are you doing? Oh my God! Stop poking it. You should know when it's done. Oh my God! It's undercooked. Get back in there and do it again. Look at it. Look at it. It's like my grandma's flip-flop. Okay, so right now Ashley is measuring out the water. This is what she's doing. She's cooking the water.
There's already tofu in this and green onions. We didn't even need green onions.
Guess we didn't need green onions. We got all the food we need right there. It's all instant in that pocket.
Seaweed in it? Damn.
We didn't need to get any of the ingredients. We had it all right there, babe. Look at that water boil. That's the kind of cooking I can do, chat. I can make water boil.
Did you make it boil now?
I touched it last. I did it. I did that, chat. Thank you. I touched it last. So therefore, I cooked it. There we go. Does that look yummy, chat? We're gonna bust out some katsu sauce on it. Ooh, that nice little pop there. Sprinkle that on there, nice and okay. That's just nice and thick, but it's fine.
Oh my God, you put a whole lot.
Okay, so nice and even right there, nice and even. All right, so this is Ashley's over here. Look how pretty that looks, chat. Okay, so this is the miso soup. This is what it looks like right here. Actually, yeah, I should do the miso soup first, I guess. How's the miso?
Yeah, tofu doesn't even taste that bad.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's got a lot of flavor. This instant miso tastes better than some restaurants. It has a lot of flavor to it. Itadakimasu. Okay. There, we did. There we go. We went full weeb for you. You see, this is not how I eat miso, though. You gotta go. Drink it like the bottom of a cereal bowl. That's how you're supposed to do it.
Are you?
Pretty sure. Well, it's definitely a little colder now.
Sorry. No, the meat's a bit harder and not as nice as usual. I think it's because we just got like a thinly sliced one rather than like the actual chicken.
Yeah, we probably should have got the big guy.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more chewy getting the thinly sliced one because, there's not enough juice trapped inside of there. So usually getting the thicker pieces is better because there's more juice inside there and you just flatten the shit out of it. All right, let me finish up my coat and then we're going to move on to the onigiri.
I'm trying not not gonna have onigiri. I don't like seaweed.
That's fine, I'll eat it. Okay. There we go. So there's my little rice ball right here. Not a bad onigiri, actually. This one is honestly just for the meme. So there we go, chat. These donuts are great. Jelly-filled are my favorite. Nothing beats a jelly-filled donut. Right, are you happy? Are you happy? I said the line. Alright, so here is Ashley's donut here. These donuts are great. Jelly-filled are my favorite. Nothing beats a jelly-filled donut. Give a thumbs up, Noble. There we go. Alright, and so I'm gonna eat the jelly-filled donut live on camera for you. Alright, here we go. Our first bite. Get the frying pan. I'm gonna turn it into a drying pan. Oh my god. So we cooked everything, okay, so far, and what we made were all of the meals, and we're gonna be moving on to Japanese desserts now. And the first one we're gonna be starting with is a Japanese strawberry cake. And then while that's gonna be baking, we're then gonna go into some other things like banana sushi, which is gonna be nice, fun, and you're gonna enjoy that. And then we're also gonna try some ice cream mochi, which is gonna be fun too. So we got a lot of desserts to go through, and so let's just get to it. There we go. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh my god. Putting the egg whites into a big bowl.
Great commentary.
I need to take out the shell that I dropped in here earlier. Oh my god, please. Never mind, did it first try. Let's go.
Let's go. So I guess I'm just gonna be whipping around in this for a bit here. So this is what this is my lane.
You think that's gonna fit?
Okay. Okay, that's what I was gonna do.
Yeah, you have to do real fast.
Like that?
You have to do big motions real fast.
Like that?
You think that's good?
What do you want? What do you want from me? What do you just let me do what I'm doing? I was literally the same Look at her whisk the at.
My hand's gonna hurt so bad.
Do you want me to do it? Is that not it? Spin it. How do you spin it? Just like that? What do you want? What?
Down, up, down, up.
That's literally what I was doing. How is it wrong? Dude, Ashley's beating that better than she does mine.
Excuse you? Okay, here you go.
I'll spare you guys the noise. We'll put it over there. But it's still probably very loud. You get to look at Ashley's butt while she's stirring it over there. Okay, I guess not. Noble with the weak arm game. Yeah, Ashley's better at using her hand on me. It's a compliment. It's a compliment.
You're such a sweet, innocent boy.
Shane does. I am. I'm a nice man. I give you compliments. I love you, Brit. I love you. I love you. Oh wow, yeah, that's that's good.
If you
We
turn
did
it
it.
around and it doesn't fall out, you're all good.
It doesn't fall out, chat. Look, it's like the coom sock.
Ew, gross.
We did it. We made the hearted coom sock. Ah, that's hot. That's hot. Ashley's spreading it around nice and thin because it's gonna be a thin little cake. Wish you did it over here so I can actually see it better. She doesn't know anything about Twitch.
Hey Fangarkan, how you doing?
So there we go. Flattened it out. The other desserts are going to be a lot easier, besides maybe the mochi. We could f that up. I'm a gamer now. I got the hat on backwards. I'm a true gamer.
Yes.
Roll out some.
For like a half hour.
Pull my pants up. My pants were down?
I mean, while you were eating, I could see your ass crack.
Well, it's alright. Shino, you're just going to have to blur that out. You're just going to have to blur that out. We'll see if he sees this here. I don't know if he booked it. He's probably playing like, I don't know, some lame game like PUBG right now.
You gonna make it?
Speed running. Oh man, thinking he's ever gonna get anywhere with speed running. Oh, if he actually sees this in the video, that's gonna be. I'm not. I love you, Chino. I love you, by the way. Ah, no, he's actually doing pretty good. He got third place. He got like a third world record. He's doing all right. Be gentle. Can she do it? And there we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. So she gave me a little crumb. A little wee crumb of cake.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's very light. She now has gelatin water. And boy howdy does that look like something.
Oh my fucking game! Why?
That looks like something, chat. Oh man, that looks like something, chat. So, there we go. Whipped cream in a cup.
Because it, like, usually we want... What?
Oh. Oh. I swallowed it all, babe.
Oh my god, no. That's what you wanted. That's what you wanted to say.
You whipped that one there? How did that smell? Let's have a little whiff of this. Oh.
I told you.
Smells like what it looks like too, chat. But oh, just looking off the tip. Whoa. Okay, so there's the cream on.
I mean, I was
It's
working
like,
most of
putting
it, so.
Some frosting on your Pop-Tart. It looks like a Pop-Tart. 4x4 soldiers going into battle.
I went
It's looking
to
good,
bed
chat.
at like
Okay.
12, woke up at 5.
So here it is.
Get ready for work.
Paper plate or something. Paper plate. Final. I use for paper plates, chat. Alright, there we go.
Alright, it's alright.
It's really good, actually.
I've never taken off days
So
of
that's
work
actually really good.
for anything.
Alright, so the recipe for this one is pretty simple. What it's going to call for is banana, and then melted dark chocolate, and then pistachios. That's literally it. That is all the ingredients you need for banana sushi. So there is the banana, and we're going to currently work on the chocolate bit, and we also have to cut up the almonds. All right, we got a lot of pistachios. Ashley's looking salty.
Yeah, it's good.
She likes her salty nuts. Oh, shit, she gonna bang the shit out of that fucking nut. Look at that technique. Oh my god.
Sorry, chat.
Oh god. Oh god. I'm sorry, chat. We got our pistachios actually hammered into oblivion. RIP headphone users, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for that one there. So there's a ball inside of a ball. Have you guys ever seen double bowl action like this before? Double bowl action. Look at that. It's already getting melted in there. Look at that, chat, the way I peel that banana. Watch me touch that banana, chat. Ooh. Okay.
Chat, Noble is being toxic.
We have to put it on a plate anyway, babe, so we should probably just put it on a paper plate. Why not?
Put it on the other plate. It's just so that it looks nice.
No, we'll get it off the paper plate once it's fried.
Fine, do it your way.
It doesn't make any sense. Alright, there we go. Ooh, he's a long one compared to his other boy. Ooh, he's a bigger one. Look how big he is. There we go. You gotta put more than that. Ashley's eating her chocolate spoon. Look at her lick that spoon. Yeah, it's ready. Oh yeah, it's ready. Okay. So that is hard as a rock right now. These are real authentic chopsticks here, you know. Supreme, the logo's been wiped off. So now they're just not even Supreme anymore. Itadakimasu. Yeah, it tastes like a chocolate nutty banana. Feels like I could just put this in a smoothie in itself and it'll all be ready to go. But overall, chat, yo, thanks for joining us tonight. We had a lot of fun with the Cook Extreme. I don't know if this is going to happen again, considering how rough this went this time around. But for now, I mean, it was just fun. And I hope you guys had fun. And that's really all that matters. All right? No, I didn't do any cooking, really. It was mostly just Ashley who did most of the cooking. Let's be real, chat.
You crazy mother.
Whoa, I'm using gyro control. I've got an hour and a half hands-on with the Valve Steam Deck, and I'm gonna be plugging as many dongles in and running as many games as they're gonna let me run. I brought everything I need to answer as many of your questions as I can, including a Nintendo Switch, as well as an AN Neo, so I can compare ergonomics, as well as a thermal camera. They won't let me open it, even though I did bring my iFixit kit, just in case they were gonna allow it. They didn't. I'm putting it away, I'm sorry. Okay, so at least maybe I can show you guys, you know, hey, where's the cooling system? Where are the hot zones? These are early units, these are engineering units, so these are gonna be far from the final experience, but I mean, I'm gonna be one of the first in the world to even touch RDNA 2 hardware running on an APU. This is a game changer. Just like our sponsor. Thanks to Signal RGB for sponsoring this video. Signal is a free application that syncs RGB lighting across your entire setup and works for brands like Corsair, Razer, Logitech, and more. Check it out at the link in the video description. First things first, they are not going to let me directly capture off the device today. Hopefully that, along with a disassembly, is something that we can follow up on for you guys in the future. But what we can do is we can record the gaming experience. This is it. This is me picking it up. Immediate impressions, absolutely raw. Ergonomics of the handles, of the controller itself, I think they've actually done a really outstanding job. I mean, it shouldn't be a surprise. The ill-fated Steam controller, for all of its quirks, was absolutely a comfortable controller to hold, and in spite of the fact that my hands are pretty small, like I am easily able to reach everything from these thumb pads to the joysticks, the D-pad and ABXY. I mean, if you're a retro gamer, if you want to play, you know, emulated SNES games or anything like that, this is what you're going to be into. And ooh, the feeling is actually pretty good considering how early these units are. The D-pad is smooth to roll but has a good click for each individual direction. The ABXY, I can tell these are a little bit early. You can see, you can actually feel it. The B is a little bit different. It's a little bit wobblier. You can see it's actually a little bit of a different shape compared to the other ones. It looks weird, but it actually feels exactly like the other ones to the thumb. So no problem there. I like these Valve guys. I walked in and they said, no. And then all of a sudden they were like, okay, well, you can try your monitor. And they're saying you can try to capture. It's not going to work on this unit, but we might actually be able to do it on the desktop docked one over there. These are in sandbox mode, so we can't have the desktop experience. So that's the thing you guys got to understand. This is not a game console like a Nintendo Switch, where it's this completely locked down thing. It's going to run a custom version of Linux, so all these games are going to be running through the Proton compatibility layer, but fundamentally, this is just a PC. It's a Zen 2 CPU with 4 cores, 8 threads at anywhere from, I believe it's 2.4 to 3.5 gigahertz. It's going to have some kind of RDNA2 based GPU integrated into it, 16 gigs of LPDDR5 memory, and that bit is critical because it's actually running at 5,500 megatransfers per second quad channel. That's insane. We've actually never seen, to my knowledge, outside of bespoke console chips, we've never seen any kind of PC built with that kind of memory bandwidth to an integrated GPU. And you gotta remember, an integrated GPU has to share bandwidth with the CPU, so the more you can have, the absolute better. Now, in terms of storage, they're gonna have 64 gigs of eMMC on the $399 unit. That is not gonna be enough. Thankfully, the microSD expansion card, yes, right there, you can actually see we're using it on these demo units, is going to allow you to install a much larger game library than that, I mean in the terabytes. But microSD, I mean, especially when you consider the way that game development is going, relying on these super fast SSDs in the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series it doesn't feel very future-proof. If I were you, I'd go for the 256, which is going to be $529, or the 128, which is going to be $649. Now, that SSD is not upgradable, but I can pretty much guarantee that the good folks at iFixit will find a way. A couple more housekeeping items. It's got a 40 watt-hour battery, which is fairly comparable to devices like the AN Neo. And this USB-C port, which is used for charging, is a bog standard USB-C port. So that means you could use it with standard peripherals like, check this out. Here's a random 5-year-old USB hub. I'll plug it in, and boom. I am using my mouse, which is important, and I will show you guys why this mouse is so important later. I mean, really, a huge huge part of the story here for me is the sheer choice available to the gamer. Even before I plug in a mouse and navigate the interface using that, I have 3 different options for navigation. I can use the D-pad, I can use the thumbstick, I can use the touchpad, which I think they've still got a little bit of tuning to do on the haptics, but it is a very interesting feel. Definitely a step forward from the Steam controller of yore. Yeah, it's got a little bit too much like kind of vibration and not haptics right now. We're gonna tune it, he says. Yeah, I bet they will. Turning around to the back, we find a little confusing thing that may or may not get changed with the final units. Our whopping 4 buttons on both the right and left sides. So you got your L1, L2. This is an analog trigger, so it's going to be great for throttle control and things like racing games, as well as L4 and L5 here. Is L3 bound to something else? It's bound to pressing down the stick. There you go. So it's just a little bit of a weird numbering thing. There are, in fact, 4 buttons bound to each side, and it's kind of up to you to decide how you want to use them. After all that, I forgot about a control scheme. Touch. You can scroll through your game library, click on it, and boom, why don't we play some Doom Eternal? Now, Valve has taken some criticism for this move, with some people saying that 1280 by 800 is not enough resolution in the year 2021, but I'm going to defend them here, just like I did with the ANEO, and just like I did with the Nintendo Switch OLED edition. At this screen size, it is enough, and from my perspective, I would much rather be running at 60 frames per second more often, it's a 60 Hz display, compared to running at 30 frames per second and 1080p. And we are still limited by, what is fundamentally an ultrabook crammed into a handheld gaming console. How awesome is this? They're at exactly the same spot as my save game on the ANEO, which is just right near the beginning of the game. This is cool. This gives us a look at the pause menu, so we can adjust screen brightness, audio. Oh, that's right, it does have built-in microphones. At least 2 of them. I can't remember if there are more than that for noise cancellation. I do not see any others, but it does at least have a 2-mic array. Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. There's an advantage over the Nintendo Switch. Can you even believe the new OLED one is not going to support Bluetooth headphones still? I mean, talk about things that make no sense in 2021. That right there. We can turn haptics on it. Well, I want haptics on. Okay, now, something that is built into this game conveniently that they didn't tell me I'm not allowed to turn on is performance metrics. Oh, hold on a second. We gotta tune this first, though. This is an ugly default setup here. You know what? Let's tune them both at the same time. Okay, yeah, running at native resolution, that is not going to be a thing. Overall quality, medium, apply changes. Yeah, go ahead and roll. I mean, this is the experience, Ed. This is what the people want to see. Okay, so we're getting anywhere from around 40, we're seeing some dips down to like 20. That's pretty much to be expected. I'm actually going to turn these speakers down. They do sound great though. I mean, you do end up with a much larger face than something like the ANEO, but the speakers are pointed at you. So it kind of comes back to the old HTC One experience. Is it worth it to you to have a big speaker girl looking at you and actually be able to hear what you're listening to, or do you want a kind of a sleeker looking device? The weight is good. It's got a good size to weight ratio. It doesn't feel cheap, but it also doesn't feel too heavy. I have not compared the FPS numbers, looking at exactly the same thing yet, but running almost all medium. I turned off motion blur because it's for plebs, and tuned a couple of other little things, but mostly medium, and I locked it at native resolution. Valve had it set to dynamic resolution, which doesn't tell us anything about the performance. It is a way smoother experience. So if your question was, does RDNA 2 run better than Vega? The answer is yes, even if you have to sacrifice a couple of CPU cores in order to get there. Ooh, Valve also has a significant advantage in terms of joystick, although to the ANEO's credit, it's a little bit more pocketable or sleevable if you want to slide it into a little pouch in your backpack. You can see the profile, especially if we account for the height of the joysticks, is at least twice as deep for the Steam Deck compared to, well, really, I would say this is the most comparable handheld on the market right now. looking out into the skybox. I don't have a lot of character models on screen or anything like that, but based on this very early hardware running very early software, I would be surprised if we don't see somewhere in the neighborhood of a 50% performance uplift over a similarly equipped device. And what we know, based on what Valve has told us about the internal battery and the estimated battery runtime, is that the power envelope of these two chips is fairly similar. Not bad. Something I noticed holding them side by side like this is that there's a much more muted glare on the Steam Deck compared to the Ayaneo, especially off axis. Okay, but this shouldn't be a huge mystery because they've actually, look at this, they did R&D. Check this out. So they've got different types of glass over here that they're showing us so that we can compare what happens with an anti-glare etched glass versus just a regular glass that is gonna be like, hey, where's my camera lens? Hi, Ed, can you see me? Can you see me in the glass, Ed? Okay. How about this one? Can you see me?
Yeah, but you're not as clear.
Right? You only get the premium etched glass on the 512 gig model, but at $649, that's starting to look like a good deal just for the glass. I mean, Apple wouldn't even give you a stand for their etched glass monitor at that price. Now that we've got the game running well, it's time to try some alternate control schemes. These are touch-sensitive joysticks, so as soon as I put my finger on it, whoa, I'm using gyro control. Now, Valve's had support for gyro control with PlayStation controllers for some time now, but having it integrated into the device rather than something that you need to plug in a third-party controller in order to use is pretty freaking sick. Now, it's more for fine control, I guess? Let's see. Yeah, it's more for fine-tuning your aim. So you get there with the stick and then you fine-tune with the gyro. That is pretty awesome! It's a good way to like hold on target while an opponent is, you know, moving around or whatever. Whoops. It's gonna take me a little while to get used to it for sure. Like the fact that I have to touch this in order for it to work. Oh, you can also touch this pad. So you can just be touching this pad and you can look with this as well. So more like a touchpad, but less horrendous.
What happens if like the meat of your thumb touches the touchpad while you're using the joystick?
I think you just shouldn't do that. Honestly, it'd be very hard to do that, like ergonomically. I don't see it as a problem. Now that both of these have been running Doom Eternal for about 15 minutes, I'm ready to talk about noise and thermals. Now, when it comes to fan noise, there's the volume, like the sound pressure level, but there's also the quality of the noise. And the Ayaneo, though my understanding is after the first 500 units, they're getting a different fan, along with analog triggers and a couple of other little upgrades. Definitely has a higher pitch to it. But I would say both of them are similar in terms of their volume, which makes sense given that we've already inferred that the power envelope of these chips is quite similar. Now I want to pull up the thermal camera. I've been really looking forward to this. There's two main reasons I want to look at the thermals. One is I want to see if it will give me any hints as to the internal layout of the device. And two is I want to know how comfortable the touch surfaces are going to be when you've been sitting gaming on this thing for half an hour, 2 hours, 5 hours. Who knows? Valve says it can go up to 8 hours if you're running light loads. Although it should be noted it won't get nearly as hot when you're running those kinds of applications. Curiously, both the Ayaneo, which we're looking at right now, and the Steam Deck have their hotspots on the right. So maybe there's a good reason that it was done that way. Both of them managed to maintain very reasonable grip temperatures, but you can see the Ayaneo is notably hotter. So it's sitting at around 35 degrees around the left thumbstick there, while the Steam Deck, probably thanks to the fact that it's larger, is more in the neighborhood of 27. The touchpad is 29, just shy of 30 on the right, and very similar over on the left-hand side. Let's flip them over. There's the Ayaneo. Conveniently, Aya shipped me a clear unit, so we can actually see everything. CPU's here, SSD's here, batteries here, and then the actual heatsink is here. So that gives us a really kind of good idea of what these heat signatures might look like. Okay, well, let's see how we do here. Oh, okay. There might actually be some insights here. This is almost definitely our CPU/GPU. This could be memory or storage. this big block here, I'd be surprised if it's not a battery or something like that. It does have a little bit of heat output to it. And this right here, now that's interesting. That's our intake, but there's quite a lot of thermal activity right around it. You know what, maybe we can peek through this grill and find out what that thing, you can see there's a little outline here. Let's see if we can figure out what that is. Nope, the answer is a big fat no. To my eyes, that is completely impenetrable. Since we're back here though, once again, grip temperature is advantage Valve, with the Aya Neo being as high as 35 degrees, where your index fingers might rest around the back of the grip, and Valve is sitting, I mean, maximum 28 degrees. So they did go big. They lost that compactness, but what they gained is a more enjoyable thermal experience for the user. You guys are doing great in terms of grip temperatures. See that?
Oh, nice.
So it's like night and day. So there's too much, you can see there's too much kind of leaked heat from this heat sink here. So the intake's here and there's too much kind of spreading out in this direction. And then you guys have basically kicked it all straight out. It looks like you've got pretty good kind of shrouding. It looks like we could probably use a longer intake if I was to kind of just look at this and say, you know, hey, what would I do? Not that you guys care. But it looks like there's a little bit more cooling needed here from the intake, because there's still a pretty significant heat signature here, even though there's nice fresh air coming in. It looks like you guys have some kind of shroud covering whatever this is. If I had to guess, I'd say maybe SSD or something like that, but I don't know for sure, obviously. There's some kind of chipset there, maybe. There's a micro SD reader. I don't know. Only you can know.
You'll find out soon.
Yeah, well, there you go. Apparently we're not getting any answers today. Now, one point of contention for some users is the top location of the charging/USB-C port. I can understand it both ways. On the one hand, it's a little bit more ergonomic to have something hanging down while you're sitting like this. But on the other hand, if you are, you know, lying in bed or something like that, that's going to put a lot of strain on a bottom-mounted port. Now, Aya obviously worked around this by just having them on the top and the bottom, but Valve, for whatever reason, didn't seem to feel it was necessary to add more. So when you're charging, or when you want to dock and plug into a wired Ethernet connection, you're going to have something hanging off of the top of the device. The good news is that, as I mentioned before, the weight is very comfortable. So even having this dongle hanging off of it, it's not bad. It's not bad. Now it's time for the next act. Valve was very particular about which games were running. I'm installing CSGO. You know, the developer has to give permission, so they didn't have CSGO on these devices. We had to get special permission from the developer in order to run it. In all seriousness, that is fairly standard practice at hardware launches. But the reason I want CSGO is because the M4 has a really bright muzzle flash that I can use for the NVIDIA LDAT. Here we go. Now, I pre-tested the Aya Neo, and what we're looking at with the LDAT is the total latency from click to photon. So what kind of internal input lag the Steam Deck might have. So far, it's felt really good, but feelings are just feelings, and numbers are better. So we're going to go ahead and strap this on. I pre-adjusted it, kind of expecting it to be a little bit smaller in person, but that's okay. This is quite an unusual control scheme. I wouldn't expect most people to prefer it, but hey, there you go. What's interesting is even though we've loaded up a few games now, whether we're coming off of the internal SSD or the microSD expansion card, it's been fine. But then direct storage also, you know, isn't a thing yet. So we'll see. Then again, direct storage on Linux, will that even be a thing? It's hard to play with the LDAT covering the screen. The game's running really smoothly though. I've been extremely pleased with the gaming experience in everything I've tried so far. Okay. I want to get about 20 if I can. We've got 40 seconds till the bomb goes off. Okay, good enough. On average, it is measurably better than the Aya Neo, and this is even in its early state right now. What they're showing here is a functionality called bookmarks, where, I mean, if you've been paying attention to Steam for the last 15 years, it's got a built-in web browser, right? So essentially what you're doing is you're just bookmarking a web page, whether it's something like Twitch or Netflix, and you're able to use it to consume content on them. that's pretty cool. I could see people hacking all kinds of fascinating functionality into this. Just like that, eh? Let's go ahead and pick something people won't judge me for. Responsive. Man, I wish it had an OLED display. I truly do. And this is an area where the 720p resolution does hurt it more, in my opinion, than in gaming. Something where you're supposed to have that super sharp cinematic look versus a game where, you know, honestly, you're moving around so much all the time that your eye's natural motion blur is going to fill in a lot of the gaps. 1080p would have been nice for content consumption. Credit to Valve for their tuning of the display out of the box, by the way. At least at this early stage of development, they haven't put it in any kind of gross, vivid profile. Everything looks, to my eye, accurate to what I would expect from a color-accurate display, so that's awesome. Scott insisted I show this one. This is a mind-blowing demonstration. This, my friends, is online multiplayer. That's right, I've got one PC here, and over the power of the internet, Scott, look at this. We are playing a co-op game. He's on his Steam Deck. You guys are super tech savvy. You guys know what's up. This thing is a full-fledged gaming PC. So if it wasn't already clear, that's it. It's one of those, but smaller. Hey, I just got permission to try my own monitor. Let's see what happens. I would like to try USB-C DisplayPort in. Is it worth a shot? All right. Hey, should be fine. That's famous last words right there, hey? If it doesn't work, if this even makes it into the video, we're not... Just like that! So if you weren't already convinced that this is a full-fat PC, just in a handheld form factor, well, this should pretty much do it. So I'm gonna switch to external screen, right? That sounds right, because it's not a laptop, but the OS we're running thinks it's a laptop. And if you were curious if it's gonna run 4K 60 hertz, that's your answer right there. I think, ooh, it might be at 30 right now. It's hard to tell, I'm so used to, no, it's at 60 hertz. Freaking awesome. Just like that. How relieved are you guys right now?
Pleasantly surprised.
We're gonna go for full completion here. Extend to right.
Oh, okay. So you just be plug and unplug devices down.
Honestly, the fact that it's working this well already is mind-blowing to me. So we can even use this display as a secondary display. I mean, imagine that, right? You're gaming on your Steam Deck. You've got your Twitch chat up on your actual Steam Deck while you're using your monitor to play your game or whatever. Like, I'll take it. Oop. By the way, they're working on their own dock. This is a daisy chain of right-angle Type-C connectors indicates that Valve has, in fact, noticed that the top-mounted Type-C is something that does need to be overcome, but that's okay. They have very skilled engineers, and I'm sure they're going to sort it out. Haha, first time LTTstore.com's been fired up on Valve's campus? Actually, probably not. There's enough nerds that work here. Any Valve employees out there already got this shirt? It's the new color of our Do Not Drop shirt. Oh yeah, mouse pads are in stock. Like, for the first time in a very long time. Valve's making me pack up and get out before I can test all my controllers, but I'm sure they'll have that compatibility pretty much sorted out. One thing I do want to squeeze in before we go is a quick size comparison with the original Nintendo Switch. This is not the upcoming OLED one. You can see it can basically dock under the Steam Deck, but okay, yeah, it's got a size advantage, but that's to be expected given that it's kind of like comparing a full-blown, you know, APU-equipped Ultrabook PC with, you know, a 4 or 5-year-old mid-tier smartphone in terms of hardware. And I've got one more thing to squeeze in. This message from our sponsor, Ting Mobile. Ting Mobile has new rates that make it easier than ever to see how much you can save by switching. Their unlimited talk and text is $10 with data plans starting at $15 a month with their new Set 12 plan with 12 gigs of data for $35 and unlimited for $45 a month. And if you liked their previous pay for only what you use plans, they're still around. They're called Ting Mobile's Flex plans now, and they charge just $5 a gig. Data can even be shared across devices if you have a family plan. So connect more phones to save more. You'll get the same nationwide coverage in the US and award-winning customer service, and pretty much any phone works with Ting. So go check them out. They've got the perfect plan for everybody at linus.ting.com, and you'll get a $25 credit. If you guys enjoyed this video, check out our full review of the AN Neo, which is the closest thing that the Steam Deck has to a competitor. The Steam Deck is expected to be shipping sometime in December of this year, with orders placed now already somewhere in the middle part of next year. So what that's going to mean for the competitive landscape, Well, with RDNA 2 APUs probably coming around that time, it's going to be very interesting. I'm excited.
Well, with that video done, I think we're going to end it here for now. And find someone to raid. I think I'll raid this person, John. So, hope you guys enjoy the stream. I will see you guys tomorrow evening. And hope you have a wonderful day, night, morning, evening. Afternoon. Sorry. And I should. I need to check my schedule. Tomorrow will be a late start, so I'll give up work until 6. Yeah, it's gonna be like 2 hours later than normal, so yeah, should be live around 8 or so. So, see you guys later.